If there was a soundtrack for today.
Hey.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yep, fuck it. Rolling down the street.
42% interest.
Go fuck yourself. Go straight to hell. Go straight to...
Oh, god damn it.
Welcome to the HMHD podcast. If any of the dialogue offends you, clock out and go
Your
to
mother's a
bed.
bitch. You fucking crybaby.
It's actually less loud. Oh man, that means the setting is gonna have to go backwards now.
All right, hold on.
All right. What?
Silent. What the fuck is up, everybody? This is HMHD, Heavy Music, Heavy Dad's podcast. It's me, RJ, and my boy over here, Drew. And what the fuck is up?
Now you might think that, oh man, they got like some kind of like skin treatment. No, we just got a new camera.
And honestly, we're still figuring it out.
It's gonna be a process.
It's gonna get better.
It's gonna be a process. Of course it is, right? I mean, it always is.
We got 90 days to figure it out if it's gonna get better.
42%. 43% interest. Not. Anyway, so this is kind of cool. We've never done 2 episodes 2 days in a row. Yeah, it's kind of cool. We're trying to get a little bit of a bank in there, I guess. But plus, we have the time. Our wives are busy doing some stuff for the salon in Orlando, going to the hair show. So, God, that felt good.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a shout out of our shirts right now. I'm wearing a Consequence shirt. We mentioned them before. They're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You're wearing a
All-out war.
Fallout
Boy.
Okay.
Whoa! I still in my lasagna.
Fucking a bitch in the back of your mother's car. Sucking a dick in the back of your father's car.
E equals MC vagina. We should do him.
I love him. John. Yeah.
John LaJoy.
Yeah,
the king of E-bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you ever go on E-bombs World when
That
you were?
was-
Dude,
I
that was the
lived there.
website,
Yeah.
bro. That was...
The cool thing about eBaum's World is that they had like all their sister websites, like other websites that you can like navigate through eBaum's World.
There was E-bombs World, and there was Newgrounds. That was another one.
Well, for me, I went on eBaum's World and there was like all these other websites, and there was a website called Knox Corner.
That sounds really familiar.
It was all claymation, and it was like these blue figures, and dude. It's one of those things that like me and Tyler have like a catalog of inside jokes because I swear to God, we're the only people that ever watched that. It is weird though, because like there was a lot like back then, like early YouTube days and eBaum's World, you had a lot, but there wasn't,
there was a lot of the same, but like I remember the one thing I remember mostly about, pre-YouTube. I mean, YouTube came out like in 2007, 8, something like that. Like, dude, I remember being on the computer like 2002, 3, and like there was so many more like Flash games and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of games you could play.
There was the stick figure one, where you had a sword.
Yeah,
and, like, I remember
stick
that
fight.
one. Yeah, something like that.
Stick fight. Yeah.
And
It was good.
You know what's actually funny that we're talking about this? We were watching this like barbecue competition show on Netflix or whatever, America's Barbecue. Anyways, one of the guys was doing potatoes, like cooking potatoes.
He did this to his potato.
he goes potatoes. I don't know if you remember that. It's from Lord of the Rings, but there's like cook them, smash them, stick them in the stew, and it like made a whole song.
I've never
about
seen
it.
Lord of the Rings.
No,
I've seen.
But eBaum's World, there's a clip, and they like somebody will know.
Yeah, there was
but
it was E-Bombs World. I remember there was Newgrounds. There was Joe Cartoon. He was even before all that. I think he was like this was the 90s. I remember watching that when I was a kid. And and then there was Hecklers. There was Hecklers.com. That was like a very early one. This is like, well, you know me. I'm a an epitome of useless knowledge of the internet.
Yeah, you are
The irony-
more than I am, and I thought I was. But,
I don't know. I just also remember like things that are not important,
yeah,
but might sound good in conversation somewhere. You know.
that was a good burp.
Oh God, I'm so burpy now.
So Drew and I typically when we hang out and do this, because when we do this, we typically don't have time.
No,
to
it's
hang out, you know?
okay. I'll meet you there at 4. We're recording. I got to leave by 7.
Yeah,
or
you know,
something like. And
It's something like that. And so today we had this kind of off, like we had too much time, and it was like we got lunch,
There was
and
there was a period of time where I was literally just laying on your couch on Instagram. Like, I'm like we have too much time.
What are we doing right now? But yeah, we got a new camera. We went to Bass Pro Shop. That was super rad. Super great time.
We got harassed to get a credit card.
Drew had his first experience at 7 Brew this morning. We got coffee and.
Oh yeah, Beavis was the coffee girl. But yeah, we got a new camera. We got the Canon R50, and
The UOS.
And, you know, there's still a learning curve. We're still working on stuff, you know. Turns out, you know, we get something upgraded, then we figure out something else that we have that's not up to par. Yeah. Like the lighting, but it looks all right. Whatever. We'll figure it out. It is hot as fuck out here. It's going to rain soon, so you're going to have some ambience in the background. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. I don't know if I can edit that out or not, but I don't know. You want to hand me a beer and we'll get into a first song real quick, get started? Because I feel like we're like in that zone where we were frustrated trying to get this thing working and trying to figure everything out. And I'm drinking Modelo's because, you know, I had Mexican food today, so naturally. I do like the fact that I was drinking a Sprite and it was like a quarter full of Sprite. And she goes, do you want another one? I said, no, water. She goes, water, not Sprite? I go, yeah, water. And she didn't like give me a new cup or like pour that out. She just put the water on top of the Sprite. I'm like, oh, good. It tastes like dishwater now.
You should have been more specific. You should have been like, I need a new glass with new ice.
I don't know, man. Hey, do you have a table with an outlet? No.
Yeah. We get this brand new camera, and any device I've ever gotten, there's always just a little bit of battery. You know, when like a little bit of juice that you can play with.
I don't think I've ever gotten anything.
New phone, anything. It's just like you already have like a third of life. And we turn on this camera, I'm like, it's not even working. You know, so,
well, I'm excited for it. It's definitely something that we've been needing, you know, and I'm sure that camera is going to be, once we figure out all the ins and outs and all that stuff, because I feel like there's definitely a learning curve that we don't know yet, but it is what it is. All right, just want to throw on a song real quick and kind of get in the mood. I know we need to get in. We need to get in. We need to get in the zone. We're like kind of out of it, but let's get in there.
I got a couple like. I'm not saying reaction songs, but songs that I haven't really listened to all, but I listened to a little bit of, and I wanted honest reactions from it. So, all
right, well, you know, we're just two dudes. We can do that. Listen, one of them, the one that we kind of listened to in the car, and we're like, let's skip it. We're gonna save it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, which one do you want me to put on first?
Let's do that one. Why not?
Okay. Yeah.
That one's called Gut Check.
Gut Check.
And the song is called Blood Bonds.
Blood Bonds. I'm good.
Okay. Might be 2 words. So
all right. So sorry. Take 2. This is gut check. Blood Bonds. Mm. Chamber shirt.
Oh, really? Burials.
That's fucking sweet.
Oh, we are a reaction podcast now.
No, but that was a fucking sweet little riff there. I thought it was just gonna go back into like the hitting the Hawkman, but that was fucking sweet though. That sounded sick.
I feel like this drummer's so high on his set.
I think he's just too big for it.
Might be a big fucker.
He looks like I was thinking that. Like he's tall, right?
Wow, that's funky as shit, dude.
Oh, I like that. is bad. This is really good.
Dude, come on. Save it for another song. No. Give me those ghost notes, bud. Shut up.
I like this because it's a slow song, but it doesn't sound slow.
No,
Like
dude.
it doesn't sound slow at all. Like it sounds,
Dude, okay, so that was Gut
fucking,
Check.
That was fucking sweet, dude. That was
Blood
really
Bonds. I'm really glad that I did pause that because I had a weird feeling that we like 10, not even 10 seconds of it played. I'm
We
like,
both looked down at the car player and we're like,
have you heard of this?
but it said something else too. Like it said the band name and it said featuring like Terry Jones.
No, it was like Trey something.
Trey Parker.
Yeah.
South Park.
He's in the thing. He's
Oh,
in
is he?
the future. You click on it.
He's in the future.
Trey Roberts.
Oh, Mouth for War.
Mouth for War. Dude.
Well, there it goes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that Mouth for War's fucking sweet too.
Yeah, yeah.
Episode
We did those
24, I think.
23
23.
episodes?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Gut Check, bud. Fuck yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, that was very good.
I kind of want to listen to it again, but we're not going to do that.
we'll do that out there. One thing
There was just a lot going on in that song.
there's one thing I want to do before we listen to another song. Like, I want to check the battery life before we do that, so it doesn't die. Like while we're listening to a song, we don't have the dummy battery yet. So,
Yeah.
if it cuts off while we're talking, it's no big deal. But I would hate for it to cut off in the middle of a song, you know. But I guess there would still be audio.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? It's episode 27? 27, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
It's crazy, man.
Starting to lose count.
It's pretty crazy.
I did them. So I always talk about that master list that I have, and I started to go back like to the older episodes and actually make a list. Just the ones that I've documented. It's like over like 140 something songs that we've listened to on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, very good.
How cool is my hair look, guys?
I don't know, but you don't look like a child anymore.
Yeah, the last time I wore this, you're like, you look like a big child. I was like, thanks.
You know, what's funny is Chris Cobb wears those hats a lot, so like I dubbed it the Chris Cobb top. I don't know why. I just like would say that because like Brandy would know exactly what I meant by it. She goes, "It's Chris Cobb top."
funny.
She goes, "Oh yeah."
And honestly, we're at this point. I don't care what my hair looks right now.
Me neither.
I did a quick little horse shower before you showed up, and I just didn't do
I stayed up way too late last night. I wanted to go to bed. Like I wanted to get I'm actually happy that I got the episode done so quick. It's nice when I know I didn't have anything inappropriate to edit out. So,
Let's change that this episode.
no, I already stopped myself once. But yeah, so, and I was just up too late. So I was up probably like almost 4:30, 5 o'clock. Like I was done editing and everything, but I just couldn't sleep. And then got up at like 9:30, 10 or whatever time you called me. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, it all worked out because I don't think Best Buy and all that shit didn't even open until like 10 anyway. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that song was really good. I like that.
I kind of want to dive into the band. Not right now, but like
Yeah.
on my own. Like,
I thought it was cool because I said it during the song. Like it seemed, it's a slow song,
yeah.
but it seemed fast.
Well, it's really cool, like seeing, just judging by their shirts. You know, one was wearing a chamber, and the other one was wearing a burials. There's definitely chamber and burials-esque boundaries as sounds in it
for sure. I think the riffs were just like instead of just like quarter noting notes and
What
stuff.
they were 4-piece? Did it look like?
It looked like two guitar players.
Was there?
I don't know. Maybe there was only one guitar player. I don't know. I'm sweating. Can't see. And there's a Category 5 storm outside.
There's
so.
something going on out there.
No, it's coming.
But to me, there was so much going in that song. I'm like, man, I wonder what the other songs sound like because
Yeah, I'd be.
as like a writer, you're adding all this stuff. Like, okay, so I look at like the Maylene theory, right? So Maylene album 1, 2, and 3, they basically covered the entire spectrum of Southern riffs, right? And then they had to basically become Leonard Skinner out there, you know? So like, I feel like
Did they crash a plane?
yeah, well, No, he did crash his ATV and almost lost his eye. And he did lose his eye, almost lost his life.
All right. Well,
That was cool.
damn.
Yeah.
Complete the look.
Yeah.
Oh, I found my eye patch. Cleaning the garage. I'll be wearing
proud of you.
I'll be wearing it next episode.
It was at my house for a while.
I have 2 of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you got 2 eyes.
Yeah. Well, how am I going to crash the boat?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But I feel like in the writing aspect of that, like you don't want to overdo it. Not that that was overdone at all. I think it was the perfect.
No.
amount,
It
but-
was, and I think the riffs, how they were picking it, it made it it made the part seem faster than it was, but it was very slow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It held my interest for how slow it was.
Yeah.
I guess because you know me, I like a little bit more speed in my stuff, but that was good though, and
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
mixed really well. I mean,
Oh,
that was a killer song.
Fantastic.
I'm glad we waited for that. Yeah. So okay, I'll throw on a song, and I listened to the band. I found them randomly, and I heard it just kind of skipped through the songs. I was like, okay, this sounds like something that could be good. And then I saw that they're going on tour with Body Snatcher. So I was like,
Okay.
that's even cooler. Maybe have you ever heard of the band 156 Silence?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Didn't we do a silent song?
No.
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 Oh, well, I like
I-
156 song.
Oh, okay. Well,
See, and I'm curious about their name because there's
I
a band
don't-
called Silence.
they were from Daytona.
I want to say yes. I'm
Yeah,
not jumping
they're-
on your yes, but I think you're right.
Yeah, they were from they were from Daytona because there was that I forgot the guy's name, but he was in a bunch of other bands from Daytona that were really good. I don't know, but yeah, that was a thing that happened. I guess we'll just play that and see how that goes because yeah,
Yeah, they're rad though.
rad, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've been on tour with Body Snatcher in the past.
It was just funny because I'd never heard of the name before, and then I just
That's a
happened.
good song too.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, okay. And then I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw Body Snatcher posted that they're going on tour. And it was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, that's cool. Very good.
The song was
Turmoil.
that you had on there. Yeah, this is honestly like out of your realm.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it's a short one too, so that's good.
Have you not listened to all of this?
No. Are you hearing that? It's part of the song. Maybe I'm going crazy. This is good though. I mean, this is very good. It's not that out of my realm, I don't think. Maybe some of the other songs might be. I don't know. That's right up my fucking alley right there. Because I remember kind of skimming through another couple of their songs and they were way different than this one.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad, but it just was way different.
That's more of the silence right now.
I like this little pull-offs and
I like that you can hear that he's pulling it off. You know what I'm saying? It's nice that it got picked up.
Yep.
That's a trouble thing, right?
Something like that.
Like you can hear it pulling off the fret.
What? Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going by 156 or silence or 156 silence.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing, like pale-faced Swiss. I don't know what any of that means.
I think that's because they're from Switzerland.
I
Because
know.
everyone's doing the whole like TX.
I know, but weren't they just called pale-face before?
They were just like Kubicon was just Kubicon before. Now they're Kubicon TX.
I thought there was just another band called Kubla Khan.
No, no, like everyone's doing that now.
That, I don't know, man. That shit's good. And just to add on to your little thing about the recording. So there's a lot of different, like, and I've obviously been reviewing it, like getting my chops back on like not just playing guitar, but actually like, because the way I used to record was a microphone on a cabinet, you know what I mean? Stuff like that or whatever. And I wasn't
drape it under like.
No, I never did that because I like the air. Like I kind of like a room sound with like, I hate adding reverb to stuff. I like having more of a natural reverb, but the problem with that is like you have to have a direct mic and then you have to have a room mic so you can blend it because you still need like that clean signal going in, you know? Right. But one thing that I think, and this is definitely something that I've noticed, and it's true with everything though, with the guitar, it's a mid-range instrument. Like it's supposed to be in a certain frequency spectrum because obviously when you're mixing, you want the bass to take care of this end. And what I've done in the past, like not on purpose, but when I'm tracking guitars and there's just guitars and drums, like it sounds thin because there's no bottom end because that's where the bass would go. So I'll add bass, you know, to the guitar just to kind of fill it out, but then you lose the clarity. Yeah. So when you have a proper mix like that, it's staying in that place. Like, so you can hear the definition.
A little bit more on the treble side.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's definitely like in that mid-tony range, like the upper high mids.
They're like
you know?
2 or 3 or something, right?
Oh, I don't know, but every amp's fucking different. By the way, like,
but mine go to 11.
Why does this bread have to be smaller than the fucking meat? I have to keep folding the bread. I just might make the bread the same size as the fucking meat. You know, that movie is fucking underrated, dude.
I need to watch it again.
It's so good. I have it on VHS.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know where it is.
I have like 3 VHS players in the storage unit right now. So
I mean, you only need 2, but
yeah, I know. I have 3.
All right, cool. Okay, so I was watching Beavis and Butthead.
Okay.
And you know how like they would I was watching this documentary about Florida death metal and like how death metal became popular and shit like that. And they were saying that like Beavis and Butthead really helped a lot of bands back in the day.
I believe it.
Because they would
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, but they would like watch these music videos, but they were on MTV.
Yeah.
So like more people would get exposure and shit. So
that's how I heard about Soundgarden.
Yeah. So this is a song that actually existed. Yeah. I just thought it was stupid.
Man knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows that the plants will grow. Plant man knows. Plant man.
Yeah, you're over it. But that's a song that existed at the time.
I'm just trying to be the best Beavis I can.
No, but yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm not in it yet. I'm trying to be, but I'm just.
I got you right here.
See, I delayed See, I still kept it together there. I delayed the reaction.
So here's another. I have another song that might get you into it because. Okay, I know our buddy Ben. This is one.
Uncle Ben Rice.
I think this is one of his top bands right now.
Okay,
the band's called Wage War.
I've listened. They've been around for a long time, haven't they?
For a minute.
They're pretty fucking heavy, right? I mean, from what I remember. But don't they have like kind of like a good dynamic, right?
We're gonna listen to it. I haven't listened to the whole song.
All right.
But the song is called "The River." I think I made it less than a minute into this. I'm like, all right, let's stop.
Well, you're not sure if you like it or not?
I don't know. Okay. I really don't know. I know I have listened to Wage War in the past. This isn't what I remember. I haven't kept up with them, so maybe this is 6 years ago. So I really don't know. Maybe I listened to their newer stuff. I really don't know.
I just remember, like, my brain is associating it with something heavy, but it was like kind of melodic too. I don't remember. But okay, well, let's just get into it. Wage War, The River.
The River.
The river. The river's gonna get you.
You are always go.
I can see why Ben likes it though.
I mean, it's heavy, but it's got that new metal twinge to it, which is fine. But okay, that's cool.
Like everything else you said, reach word more meaningless than the nurse. Your life. never the choice. I don't deserve this and you don't deserve me.
That's cool. I like that.
I should've known, but I doubted myself. Give you every benefit of a doubt.
I like the little riffs in between. I just wish they would do more of it.
But I guess I wasn't enough for you.
All right.
See, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean,
Okay, this is funny. Oh, wait, hold on.
why is it not?
Jesus. Fix it.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I
All right.
don't know why I didn't.
This is what I think is always so funny about like music videos is that when, because obviously he's used to having a microphone in front of his face. When you remove that microphone from your face and you're still doing the same actions as if when you do have the microphone in your face, it doesn't look natural. That doesn't look like a natural person talking.
No, and I don't think.
And he's not the only one. Everyone does that. Like
Yeah.
in every music video, they're always doing something like. It's like that's not how you would say that word. I like it when they're like just talking
like
it
when
or
you
whatever, but
just mouthing the words.
the anger doesn't come across. You know, like the sound.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
But he's like doing the wiggle thing though too, and it's like, yeah.
back it up a little bit because I did fuck it up a little bit.
No, but yeah, wiggle.
Where did I go wrong? I know I wasn't perfect, but I certainly tried so hard. Was it a moment
I think it's a combination of what you just said, but I also think he's like putting on a little bit though. Whoa, what the fuck? Is that coming out of the ropes?
Yeah. Oh, they're dirty.
Oh.
It's gonna get it all over that rope.
Well, it's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's definitely heavy. He's putting on a little bit. That was kind of cool. That was kind of cool.
That walk down. That
Yeah.
This band's gonna blow up.
I thought they were already fucking huge.
They're pretty big, but on TikTok I see them blowing up.
Oh, yeah. Coachella next year.
I say your wandering eyes.
Get an EV8.
Second glances. I say through your lies. No second chances.
I like that, but
That is cool. Yeah, you know, it's good. They obviously had a high budget for the recording.
this is perfect.
It's got a good mix to it, yeah. It also could be these headphones.
I like that chorus in the back.
Yeah, so. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot.
Ooh, that note, that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's good.
very
I like
pretty.
that. I don't know how they're able to play that low on fucking Fenders.
I'll never need no ECU.
Both got them.
Rest in peace.
That was good.
Yeah, so
that was good.
That's Wage War.
The river.
The river. Yeah, that was cool. There's a lot of parts that I do like about it. I definitely see why Ben likes it. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely right up Ben's alley. There's a lot of you in that too, you know.
I would wonder though, because I feel like since they have a music video for the song, it's probably maybe like a title track for the album. So I would wonder if the rest of the album is just as kind of, you know, that same structure. I don't know, but it was good. That's something that I would like probably listen to in my truck.
Yeah.
Like it's just good quality, it's heavy, but like
See that I feel like that kind of band, like that sound anyway. And don't take this the wrong way, but to me that sound reminds me like it's a Warped Tour sound. You know, like that.
It sounds very, it's produced. It sounds
style.
I know what you're saying.
It needs to be in a big area.
Right. It's definitely studio
sound.
Studio sound. Man,
Not okay. So
not a bad thing.
I don't want to use studio because that does come off like a studio band. Like you don't sound that good live.
No.
You know what I mean? But like as far as like
you
a production style.
You had time to do scratch guitars, track drums day one, do guitars day 3 and 4. You know, like you had time to do it. Like you didn't have an hour at your buddy's house to record. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely, no, it was good though. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Little new metal-y at parts for me, but they kept me in. They kept me coming in though. So it's whatever. Hand me my PBR. I'm gonna fucking chug this thing. I'm trying to.
Oh, you gonna do it on camera?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna chug it. I'm just gonna like slam it as hard as I can, I guess.
Against your head?
Yeah, sure. All over the new camera. Knock the computer over.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, I literally have seen human beings die in front of me, and the feeling that I got when you almost knocked the computer over onto the ground, that sank my heart. I was like, oh my God.
I think a turtle can get out of that. That should be fine.
Yeah, whatever.
I always try to make it smaller so it's easier for them to eat.
My buddy Sean texted he from corner store print shop. He messaged me and he's like, God damn, that fucking manatee comment he said is like out of nowhere. Remember that when you're like, we should kill all the manatees?
Oh, we should though. Yeah, fuck those things.
Oh, so I'll tell this story real quick.
That's funny.
So
I forgot I even say that. That's one of my passionate topics that
I
bring up quite a bit.
I know a guy that feels that way about fucking giraffes. Like he hates giraffes. I just want to like go up to a giraffe and hit its neck with a fucking golf club. Just fucking break his neck.
Yeah.
Have you seen giraffes fight?
Do it with their necks.
Yeah, they do it with their necks.
That's awesome.
That's a redneck shirt if I ever saw one.
Oh, my sister. Okay.
How's the camera?
It's melted.
So I think I told you the story earlier, but I'll just say it real quick. So my buddy Steven called me yesterday and he was talking about the podcast and he's like, oh, I listened to it. It's funny. He's like, I went into a customer's house to like do an inspection for their home. And I guess the podcast was still playing in my pocket. And all you could hear when I was introducing myself to the new client was, have you ever shit air?
That's an older episode too.
Yeah?
Like maybe.
I have so many now. I can't even keep track.
We're getting popular.
No, it's funny because it has nothing to do with popularity. It's just like we just keep putting out more episodes.
Look at those assholes.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I did my biannual listen to all my old bands that I was in and like cry at the computer. Like, no, I'm not in a band anymore.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, not yet. Do me a favor. Do you want me to? You know the camera more than I do at this point.
That's funny.
What?
Dude, literally as you were saying that.
Really?
Dude, I was just twisting this off. I was watching it.
Okay, we should just leave it like that for a while. That's kind of funny. Oh my God, that's fucking funny, dude. All right.
Jeez.
Well, you got 30 minutes of the new camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ordered when we were at your house, I did order the dummy battery thing, so
Yeah.
we need that.
After today, we had to at least try it. I gotta justify
Yeah, well,
all that for that.
yeah, it's fine. We'll get it. We'll take care of it. It's gonna be fine.
That'd be great. You can tell it's gonna be great by the way it is.
Would you look at that?
Look at this.
Oh my God. So yeah, it looks fine.
It looks fine.
Better than the webcam. Okay. So, yeah. So I just set my beer down over, by the door, and I used the bathroom, and it was next to an old can of beer. Have you ever?
Yes.
You have.
It's the worst.
And it's fucking
Awful.
disgusting.
It's warm. It feels like home. I just don't like it, you know.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to tell this story. When we went to Iron Oak, and it's not the bartender's fault, it's just something with but I ordered a beer and I was drinking it and like, it looked like chicken fat. Like I was, it was like, what the fuck is that? And
Beer's pretty thick.
yeah, I was like, oh God, it's kind of gummy.
God, it's so solidified.
And he looked at it and he goes, whoa, whoa.
That's the reaction you want when they pour your beer.
What the fuck is that?
It's like, here, drink this. Try this. You'll love it.
You want this? All right. Speaking of which, that what was it Wage War where like they out of nowhere he's like they pause the song. He's like blah. Yeah,
Fucking blah.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so I am just trying to. I think once I start getting buzzed, I just took an Adderall. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if I like this band. I like the music. His voice is very unusual, but it's weird because it fits the music. And I really like, it's a short song, but it's kind of, we're getting sucked back into like the traditional stuff.
Yeah,
I can't help it lately.
It's hard. It's hard. That's why I try to like the list I curated today, try to get out of it a little bit. I can't read my own handwriting. It's awful.
Dude, I have terrible fucking handwriting. Okay, so this band's called Beyond Reach. And you ever heard of them?
Huh? No.
Oh,
I'm like struggling over here.
whoa!
That chimichanga was so good.
I know. Too much time. So this song is called Call It What It Is by Beyond Reach. And it's weird because I like it, but I don't know if his voice is good or bad. I don't know. Anyway, here it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is solid.
This is fucking good, though. Rad. I love the chords that they picked for this, man. It's fucking thick.
Oh, yeah. That tone.
It's fucking good, dude. It's sick. It's bitch.
Look at that tit sound, man. That sounds tits.
I don't have another day and night to keep up or entertain this array. Your actions moving through intentions. You're just right.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
Yeah.
But I goes with it.
To make things right.
I wish his vocals were a little louder. Like,
I like
for the style that it is, it's almost getting lost. You know what I'm saying?
You can
like
tell by the style that it is because of
the way it isn't.
it is kind of sunk in the mix a little bit. But do you hear what I'm saying? Like it
fits.
It fits, but it's weird. It's almost like a lower pitched Bane.
I could have gone like a lower, like even lower than him. Would have fit pretty good too. Yeah. I'm the lead finger to bleed.
But I really like the way they did the chorus. Like, you know, with the lyrics of the chorus, like the cadence that they picked for it and how they did the guitars. But I don't know. But you see what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. But anyway.
I don't hate it yet.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is what it is.
What it is.
Give your bullshit ignorance.
It's bouncy. I like it.
What you get is what you get. Call it what it
I love that fucking harmony, dude.
Those are Acacia Strain harmonies.
Shai Hulud does that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking mean, isn't it? It's fucking good. Fucking sweet, right? that artwork.
You had your chance to make things right. Took too long and the door still tied.
Yeah, there it is.
It's beyond reach.
This is fucking sweet.
Beyond reach. Took too long and the door still tied. I can finally breathe without you in my life. The damage that you don't can be repaired in the end because it's all beyond reach.
It's fucking sweet, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
It's weird. He's got a weird voice.
Yeah.
But it fits.
It does fit.
I don't know what it is, and I think
At first I was like, and then the more the song played, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like it's just weird. Like I feel like if it was any other band, his voice wouldn't it meshed with it. I don't know, but it's good. Like it's odd good.
Yeah.
You know, Jawdust's voice is kind of like that too. Like it was kind of peculiar. Jawdust.
Oh yeah.
It's a little peculiar, but it fits that band. Like, it was good. Oh,
So casual with your burps. I'm just waiting for you to throw up one day.
I'm gonna die. Brandy always says that because I'm pretty sure I have GERD because it runs in my family. Like I never had heartburn ever in my life. I didn't even know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Okay. But now, like, I get it. Like, and it's not from like always eating food necessarily, but like I just get it right here, and I just get burpy.
It's awful.
And it's probably alcohol consumption, which it is. Call it what it is. But that was a sick song, though, right?
Yeah, that was Beyond Reach. And
That was fucking sweet, dude.
call it is what it is. Yeah, that's that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really like that too.
I am gonna mix it up though.
Okay, let's do that. Mix it up.
There is this song. This is another one. I didn't really listen to a lot of it. Like I kind of wanted to. I kind of wanted to surprise you, and then like really
Well, let's do that.
I kind of wanted to see what you thought of it.
All right, let's do that.
The band is Oh Sleeper.
I've heard the band. I can't say that I've like listened to them a whole lot, but they're not really heavy, right? They're kind of more.
Yeah, a little bit. And the song is called "World Without a Sun," which I think is a pretty cool.
I like what you did there. World Without a Sun would be a pretty cool place.
It'd be almost too cold.
Call it what it is.
Yeah.
All right, just go right into it.
I fear a world without the sun.
Okay, got your sweeps in there.
It's almost a little too much, right?
No. I think it's part of the course for this type of music. If it's going in the direction I think it is.
Continue later on.
I like that backing. That's cool.
The day the sun never rose, cold swept the world. And now sound and ice, the children should fly. I lift my eyes to
I like it. I like the layering of it.
Yeah.
Not a giant fan of the genre, I guess, but it's layered well.
He's almost singing.
He's doing like that yell kind of thing. You know?
Great guitar player.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. The mix sounds bland though.
It's the drums. I think the programmed drums.
It just sounds too plain. The riffs are good though.
Yep.
Like if you had like a big recording, like the last band, if you had like that kind of, I don't know.
I think it's liking. I was gonna say bass, but
It doesn't have heavy bass in it now. I like barely hear the bass.
he doesn't stop though. Which I respect that a lot. Especially the vocals he's doing.
good. No, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, Sleeper. Something like I was trying to think of something a little different, but like still had like some substance.
I did like how they layered the difference thing. I mean, it's funny because like I love metal, I love death metal, but I almost don't care for like guitar solos thy much. Like I know it's part of the culture, like it's definitely just like it's a part of it.
Yeah.
But I also don't care too much, like if they're there or not. Like Thy Art Is Murder is one of those bands that like they're deathcore, but they're pretty death to me. But they don't really do a lot of guitar solo-y stuff.
I almost was gonna play at Thy Art Is Murder today.
Oh, hand me a beer. And when we get the new fucking thing, we're getting 2 fridges.
Let's get 3.
3 VCRs, 3 fridges, 30%. So I wanted to do it, and I haven't deep dove into. Maybe we can figure out on Spotify like the number one. But Jesus Piece came out with a new fucking album like months ago, and I love Jesus Piece.
You do, yeah.
And I would be, and I just saw them at I saw them at Furnace Fest, and they fucking killed it. Of course, I thought that might be kind of cool. Maybe listen to one of the songs off the new album.
Absolutely.
Like I like that. Maybe when we take another break or something, we'll just kind of do a deep dive into that. But that was back to this band. I like the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. Like
To me, it's like flashy, but not too flashy. It's like
Born of Osiris used to do stuff like that a lot.
absolutely, yeah,
And-
huge.
yeah,
they
and
were
that-
very flashy.
Yeah, and then that guitar player like became like he literally looks like Peyton Parrish's like fat brother.
I like how he keeps. I forget about him, and then I like how he keeps.
Just keep saying something funnier. Tell me a story about I don't know.
That's great.
I don't know, but you're right though. It doesn't surprise me. And see, the reason why I don't think it's flashy is because I grew up listening to like fucking Pantera, Slayer, Metallica.
To me, at that time, Born of Osiris was very flashy to me. I mean, look at their fucking guitars, dude. headless headstock, whatever. Like,
look at this fucking douche. I want to show you. I want to show you he did like a solo project because he's like a fantastic guitar player.
I mean, look at his guitar. It's blue.
Yeah, so are his eyes, and that's pretty important. God damn it, you piece of fuck! Sorry, everybody.
He went into a coma?
I don't know. Okay, he did like a solo album, and it was fucking like the cover that he did for it was so fucking bad. I wouldn't be surprised if he paid the internet to like remove it. It was so stupid. I don't know. We're getting off topic. Anyway, but it's like it's very much that way. Where with metal. Oh yeah, here it is.
Bring it up on the screen.
I will. Hey, how do I do this?
Open image, a new tab.
Yeah, there it is. I can't see that far away. You know that. I mean, look at this dude.
Yeah, zoom in a little bit on that.
What is some peacock feathers behind him?
That's what I was thinking at first, but it's not, right? There's like planets. It's all like,
I think it's supposed to be like Kerry King's tribal tattoo.
What is that?
What is this?
Oh
God.
Who looked at that and was like, you know what? Put it on a shirt, dude. Print it.
Like, wait, what is this? I don't know, bro. But he was such a douche. Anyway.
No way. He approved that image,
No way. Fantastic guitar player, though.
Yeah,
I can't take it away from him. But look at this. I mean, come on. It's my neighbor. It's literally my neighbor.
Kind of looks like your neighbor. That's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, but I guess. Wait. What do you want?
I was gonna try to get rid of it.
Oh,
I didn't know which one to push.
this is why we need 2 buttons. God damn it! It's so funny because like I'm like, but I'm like at the same time.
And that's what I call that.
Yep. Oh, give it 10 minutes, buddy. We're watching Plant Man all over the place.
Yes.
I forgot we did that. Plant Man.
Plant Man for 10 hours.
Oh my God. Very good.
That was a good one.
It was. Sounded like Barney from The Simpsons.
From Barney? Oh.
Yeah, Barney from Barney. Very good. The Blarney stuff.
You know, the Blarney stuff. The purple guy.
But yeah, so the thing with like solo-y type stuff, I never focused on it. Like I never bothered to I wish I would have. Like I know like, you know, you need to know scales and shit like that for writing songs and shit, but I never focused on that. I was always interested in the songwriting aspect of guitar. Like the solo stuff never did it for me. Like it just didn't interest me as much as like writing the song did. But it's like I kick myself in the head that I wish I would have like done a balance of both. Yeah. Because I'd probably be a way better guitar player, obviously, you know, but it is what it is. I just remember like being a kid and like my stepdad, he didn't really like listen to a lot of this music, but he knew this guy and he was from South Africa and he had a recording studio over in Rockledge somewhere, like just a home recording studio. And this motherfucker could play guitar, dude. Like he could fucking shred. Yeah. And
it is cool seeing someone that just like knows their sport, right? You know, like,
and then just make it look so easy.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool. It's like
you just effortless. Just like
it's so funny because I was watching actually a really cool documentary for people, and you would probably like this. What?
It's the amount of times you bring up documentaries. Go on.
Oh. What? What do you?
I don't know.
I can go back to Beavis and Butthead.
No.
Oh.
Anyways.
There's a documentary about Daewon Song.
Ooh.
And it's very good. It's a very good documentary.
He's a flashy skateboarder.
Yeah, but he's literally, it's literally what we're talking about. Like he's not even trying. Yeah. And he makes it, and
he's like in his 50s now?
He's probably close to 50.
Yeah.
He's definitely in his 40s, but still killing it, does this shit. But one of the other pro skaters was like kind of commenting on, you can tell how well somebody can skateboard just by how they push the board forward.
1,000%.
Like how they can just like, they're confident with it. And that's the same thing with the guitar. Like I can look at somebody playing guitar and I almost can like tell if they're struggling to play as good as they're playing, or if it's just like fucking second nature to them. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, you can always tell somebody that literally that opening scale, the little the sweep picking. So he sat down in front of that on the chair 3 hours a day, just doing that same, just doing that. And obviously that's what's going to make you better. You know, you do it more, but I don't know.
Because you start remembering what everything sounds like, where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, if you're playing up here, you're like, I already know what this note over here sounds like. I can make it over there.
Yeah.
You know, like it just doesn't become. I wonder if that at that point, at that level, like Daewon Song's level, is he ever challenged? You know what I'm saying? I know he doesn't get everything the first try, but he knows he can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, and that kind of goes back to, remember what we were saying before about like,
is it still fun? You know?
Yeah, but there was like playing the right riff for the part. Like it doesn't have to be flashy. It can be simple, but sometimes being simple is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to make another comment about that Daewon Song documentary is he didn't know it, but there was like I guess a famous skate filmographer or whatever, like just catching him like off, like doing something simple. All he was doing is just alling up the simple embankment and just doing a manual. Yeah. And then dropping off.
That's what he's known for. His manuals are nuts.
Right. But he's also known for like doing a 360 flip into a fucking hard flip manual stall on a fucking parking cone. You know what I mean? Like he's known for being super techie. So that one of the best tricks in the skate video was literally just him ollieing up a curb, doing a manual for like 50 feet and then just dropping off. And it just like brought the essence of what it was. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have to be difficult to be awesome, dude. Yeah. So it's like, I'm associating that so much with music sometimes. Like, it doesn't have to be techie. Mm-hmm. And it sucks that my brain wasn't let me just enjoy the part. because I have to make it overcomplicated like I do everything else in my fucking life.
Yep.
And it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I don't dude, I literally don't almost enjoy anything. Like I like it, but I never like, there we go. You know? Like right now I'm just like in my head like, okay, well I gotta research lighting now. Let's do that. Let's figure this shit out, you know? But I don't know. And I also didn't grow up like what I was saying about that guy in Rockledge that played guitar really well. He loved Joe Satriani and Steve Vai. And I hated those albums, dude, where it's just like an hour and a half of guitar solos.
Yeah.
Like I get it. I'm not saying it's not talented. It is
showboaty
talented,
shit,
but
yeah.
it's boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh God. But you know, I just never was like super like into that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. But I also have been listening to metal my whole life, so it just comes with the territory.
See, like when you say that, like, because I do listen to this stuff, but like I also listen to other stuff as well. But like I think of like Bayside, like their leads and like their little solos are just enough. Like their guitar player, like they're all like extremely talented. They're
it's appropriate for them.
one of my favorite bands of all time. But like their lead guitar player just knows when he's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he doesn't steal anything away. Everything is still like up front. Everyone's on the same plane, and he just showcases everything else. But at the same time, if you isolated that, you would be like, "Damn, that was cool." You know, like
it didn't have to be complex. It didn't have to be crazy.
Yeah.
And you know what other band was actually really good at doing that? Green Day. Before they started getting bigger, like if you listen to like the Kerplunk album and Dookie, a lot of like the non-title track songs had guitar solos, and they were just, like you said, they're just enough. And they always fit the song. They did it well. And like, it just flowed. And that's, you know, that's obviously, I know more about Green Day because that's the first band that got me into music. So like, I know that. But yeah, I don't know. And I think, you know, there's definitely bands that are like, like Rings of Saturn. That band is just known. That's for the nerds.
that's them.
That's Rings
Too
of
much
Saturn.
for me.
And I don't like that because it's just techie just to be techie. You know what I mean? And I don't know, whatever. But at the same time, if I go to a Rings of Saturn show, I know that's what I'm going to see, you know. But
if you didn't see that, you would probably be disappointed.
yeah, like Cannibal Corpse does that well. Like the guitar solos are just chaos, and it fits their music, you know. And Black Dahlia Murder's good at that. Fuck this.
There's something.
I forget, dude. I was.
Oh, I gotta tell you something funny.
Okay.
So I went to my mom's house last night. She made me chili, and she makes good chili. I had it for breakfast this
I
morning.
love chili.
Dude, my mom makes
fucking love
crazy
chili.
good chili. And so she was like, I'm kind of confused. I'm like, what? She goes, because she follows a podcast, and if anyone else follows a podcast and someone comments on it, it's probably my mom. You know, like
it's funny.
She's my biggest supporter. But she's like, you were I watched the video, one of the clips you posted, and it was the Black Dahlia murder.
Yeah.
And she's like, you didn't seem like you liked it all that much. I'm like, okay. And she goes, but it's screaming music. Don't you like screaming music? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not all the same, right? She's like, she's like, I don't get it. Like, cause it all just sounds like screaming stuff to me. I'm like, I know that's what it sounds like to you, but like, that's a different genre. And she goes, there's different genres in that? I'm like, oh my God.
But that's just people that don't know.
No, I know, but it's so funny. Like, it's so hard to describe that and explain that to someone without sounding like a complete tool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
no.
You know,
I totally get what you mean. Yeah. It's literally the same argument. It's like when I tell people that I do a podcast, is I don't want people to think I'm like hey guys, welcome to the back to the stream, and look at this purple light behind me. Yeah. Oh my God, 4K. Yeah. Like I know what you mean though. It's like I don't want to. But back to what you said about your mom being so funny is we posted we both were laughing about something, and like your mom commented, I just love seeing you laugh. It's so much fun.
She loves your laugh too.
I know.
Every single time
your mom is fucking right.
We would call, we would talk to each other on the phone. She'd be like, oh my God, I was watching your video. I love Drew's laugh. Drew's laugh is so funny. And I was just like, okay, that's weird.
You know what's funny? I've always hated my laugh because I always thought it was like annoying. But I've actually had people that I've grown up with that have like I've known my whole life, like message me on Facebook or like Instagram about the podcast. Like, dude, your laugh is like contagious, and I'm like, isn't it really? I thought it was fucking annoying.
It is, but you do this thing though to make it contagious. While you're laughing, you'll be like laughing at something here, but you're like looking at me, which making me like want to laugh because like you're laughing at this, and you're like, like getting the approval laugh,
and then when something's really funny, I do I get the wheeze, I get wheezy. Like that's man, I love
it when your face just turns like every shade of red.
Oh, I know, I turn into the plum.
Yeah,
this camera shows the plum more than the new one, but
yeah.
We
look
30
sick in this.
30. Yeah, I know. I got the GERD. No, but I love that about Brandy too. It's like we can't help but laugh at inappropriate times. Yeah. It's like there's nothing funnier than when you're not supposed to laugh and you have to be quiet.
Yeah,
I fucking love it.
It's the best tension.
It is. It's so good
because it shows you discipline and how bad you are.
Oh yeah. But I don't help because then I'll look at Brandy. I'm like, trying to egg it on, but I don't know.
Are we all looking at this one? We all see this? All right, cool.
I'm trying to think of
it's my turn. Shut up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You're trying to think of what?
To play a song? What? They tried too hard.
All right, so I have another one. Okay, I want to play one more that I also haven't really listened to all that much.
Okay.
And didn't listen to the whole song.
Okay.
It was kind of...
Elbow.
No. This again?
You just dislocate. Ow, this one hurts though. Fuck, I forgot.
Oh, fuck you letters. Okay.
Fuck you letters, huh?
And you might have actually heard of this one.
Maybe.
The band is probably not. No, maybe. Honestly, maybe.
It could be.
This band's called Exit Wounds.
I've heard of the band.
And this, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't put a sound to it, but I have heard of the band. What's the song?
Medusa. Medusa.
Medusa. The Medusa oblongata. Holy shit.
Okay. It's
like 4 of your favorite songs in one.
I literally listened to a few seconds of this and I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this. Because I don't know how it ends. I don't know where it goes. And I really I don't want to make you mad. And I don't know if this is going to make you mad.
Why would it make me mad?
I just want to make you mad.
Is it Street Soldier?
Oh my God. Can we go back?
For episode 50, we have to go back.
Can we play another pint glass song? We need a new
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Okay, hold on. Well, here's Exit Wounds.
Ooh, I like that Black Kelly.
It's a pretty original music video concept, though.
On the Woods,
Yeah, with the,
Very pretty.
Oh, yeah. Not making me mad. It's just,
I will remember you.
That looks like Ben, the guitar player with his haircut.
And now I'm turned to stone, left for dead all alone.
Right? Yeah.
Caught in your web of lies. I wanna be free from the death in your eyes. I wanna pretend that I'm not going to die. I wanna be free.
Is the rest of this band the faster stuff, or is it all like the whole album like this? I don't know.
Just run away from everything. I can't believe I trusted you.
I love that.
He's got a good voice.
Great voice. Great range. That's a good drop.
He's got a good,
That's a fantastic drop. Because it's not dramatic.
Yeah. No, he's got a good voice.
I love this.
Yeah, it's good. I like the chords. That's cool. It's a little slow, but it's all right. I love it when drummers do that with their drum set. They put that stripe on there. Kyle did that to his drum set. It looked really good.
He has the wood.
Yep.
Yeah, the wooden one.
I remember when he did that.
Dude, he's had that set for so long, and it's so fucking pretty.
I was in the band with him when he did that. He took the shells off and did that. It was awesome.
SJC, I feel like, has the prettiest drum sets.
SJC has really good. Orange County drums were fucking beautiful too. I don't know anything about drums though. I need an octopus to play my drum parts. Squidward. Every band you've played has had like really good chords though. Like not just like simple bar stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's got some depth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mess up. I'll tell you the reason why in a second.
All right.
Just run away from everything.
Bring it back a little bit, please.
I wanna be free from the death in your eyes.
This is good to me. This is like back to that mortuary sound. You know, this is very big.
Like, I get what you mean by that though. Like it's not a bad thing.
No,
but it makes total fucking sense.
Great video.
That's good.
So that was
good.
Exit Wounds, Medusa. So what I was trying to do is we have been in that like kind of old school hardcore rut, and I really want to kind of like palate cleanse, and like I was trying to force my algorithm because Spotify, I love Spotify, but it's so bad at trying to get you new music. Because it's like, you like this stuff, just keep listening to this stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
I know what
I
you mean.
want something new. So sometimes you really just have to like pick something and just keep going until you kind of break it. And so what I did was, and we were listening to the station a little bit today while we're driving, was the For the Fallen Dream station, because I wanted something with just like some sort of like chord essence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. But we were listening about the old Fourth Fall Dreams again, and
Which,
all that
like-
stuff, which is it's so good, man. I don't know.
the first
what the fuck
album is
happened.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised you haven't listened to the second album because it's just like the first. It's just a little bit meatier. You know what I'm saying? But like I went way too long not listening to them. And then when I was just like trying to like, I want something like, I know what I want, but I couldn't figure out how to get there.
Yeah.
And so I just like typed in For the Fallen Dreams. And I went on to change his album and I did like play album radio. And like, it gave me a lot of shit for a while. And then like, because it was trying to get me to listen to the new stuff, and the new stuff is garbage. Like it's just not. It's just so not good. It's not that it's bad. It's just it's not For the Fallen Dreams. And we talked about this on episode 1. OGs know. I love For the Fallen Dreams.
Yeah.
I won't see them though, because I know they're not going to play the old shit. They won't.
I don't know.
Unless else I knew they were doing like a 25-year or 20-year reunion or like whatever it is now.
It's almost crazy to think that it is almost.
It's probably almost 20 years,
I think
right?
that album came out in like 2008. I think the
6 or 7.
I remember. I just
Something
remember
around
I was
there,
in I Am Divided at the time, so like 2005 to like 2008 was when
Yeah.
I was in I Am Divide. So like that's kind of like how I associate it. But so I've been sitting on this one for a little bit. I was gonna play it last episode, but we kind of went more, like you said, more of a hardcore route. But I found this
2008.
band. I found shit. I just guessed. So I found this band, and they don't really have a lot of stuff, but I just remember I listened to it and I was like, oh shit, this is awesome. So the band is called Hope and Hell.
They have very low views, so that's really
Yeah,
cool.
and it's old. It's old shit.
Before you get into this, we had a conversation with the guy at Best Buy because we're talking about what we're doing and what we
beans.
need. Yes. And with a lot of people that we see out in the wild, that like when it comes to like us looking at stuff or talking about like whatever, and they ask us about, well, like, oh, you guys do a podcast, what is it about? It's a really hard thing to do because I'm gonna say this in the most coolest way possible. We're both humble people. So like it's hard to talk about what we do without sounding like an asshole, like just about explaining different genres. So it's like, and you did the perfect thing. You're like, because he was like, what do you guys do? Like, he's like, I like your sense of humor or whatever. And he's like, it's basically this. The podcast is basically this.
It's
like,
bullshit
just
and then listen to
bullshitting.
music. I mean,
we
it's-
just have a beer and we happen to be listening to
it's
music.
literally Beavis and Butthead, man. Like, except we have an education.
Somewhat.
For sure. Documentaries.
But the cool thing is that, and I think the kid understood what I was talking about because I'm like, he's like, you wouldn't tell by me, but I do like some of that kind of music. And I go, we don't do the whole like mainstream stuff. Not that like they're bad bands or anything like that, but that's not the point of this.
The mainstream doesn't typically tick our bubble.
No, and
And that's
it's
just-
not like we don't like those bands, you know, it's just that, you know, there's bands like maybe this one that has 47 views on YouTube that needs to be like, you know, like some other people need to hear about it.
Why would
you
I have
know?
a podcast to play you a band that you've already heard of?
I'm not here
You know,
for
and
clickbait.
It's
you
like
know?
it's like anytime we come on, it's like, yeah, everybody that listens to this podcast knows who fucking Knock Loose is. Why would we do that?
Why
song?
would we do it?
Why would we?
I
do
hate
it,
using
you
them
know?
as like an example.
I know,
but like,
because it's but you know what I'm
but
saying.
right now,
like they're-
the trend is Knock Loose.
Yeah.
Knock Loose and Kubicon.
Yeah.
And like it's probably going to be Wage War here soon. Like I just know it. Like if it's not already,
Yeah.
which they're not bad bands. It's just like
everybody knows them already. Why would we do it?
for the new people that's getting into this genre or the scene or like this.
Wanted to get new bands to listen to.
Absolutely.
You know,
like just take your aperture and just open it up just a little bit and just collect things. You're not going to like everything.
Yeah.
Like, just like we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there's certain like songs that we've played today to where I'm like, all right, I like this, but I don't like this. Or like, you know, like, oh, I wish there was some more of this.
I like
Not-
hints of it, or like that. I really like that Beyond Reach band.
Yeah.
And I think it's his voice that's making me like it more. I mean, the riffs were good too, but
But at first, like, if you didn't say anything about it, I probably would have instantly been like, I mean, I had like almost like a physical reaction when he started singing. I was like, oh, it kind of set me back a little bit. And I'm like, okay. But at the same time, and this is where we're super humble and cool, it is so genuine and honest. Like, I don't care what you think about what I think. You know what I'm saying?
I'm done. I got GERD. I'm done thinking about what you think.
Yeah.
but that's the thing too, is like, you know, and I think,
my hair.
you know, and I'm a fucking broken record when I say this, but it's like doing this has made me love music again, but it's also, it's almost made me, because now I have a new challenge now. My challenge used to be writing songs.
Yeah.
It used to be that. My challenge now is to surprise myself with new music that I find, so I have something to show you.
Yeah.
Or show the show, whatever. So like now it's cool because you're right. You're listening to those same 10 bands that you love, and they've been probably harboring some kind of manifestation of writing music that, because you kind of will sound like that. You know what I mean? Like there's no way anybody that listens to I Am Divided, like, oh, there's no way he's never heard of Misery Signals. Like, yeah, no shit. That's the only fucking band I listen to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. But now I'm branching out to different bands that are probably a little bit more breakdown oriented than Misery Signals.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to learn how to blend the two together. And so it's like, you gotta branch out sometimes, you know, and you know, it's just,
You get a better spectrum of just like a roundness of sound. You know, you can't.
that's my butt.
You're the same thing. you're the same person that just puts their entire personality as bumper stickers on the back of your car. Don't be that person. Everyone is better than that person.
I fucking love it when people do that. Oh my God. It's just like,
Because it reminds you that you're not that person.
well, I mean, I have stickers on the back of my truck.
But if you know, you know.
Yeah. But it's
Your stickers, if you know, you know.
Yeah. I get that's probably a better way to put it. Like, they're brands of things that I own, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. But I can't, I don't know. But I agree. I totally get what you're saying. And it's like, I have to stop myself because I think you were trying to say this, but you didn't say it. Like, you already have kind of like a predisposition. Like, if you don't like a certain, or like if you're not a huge fan of a certain genre, you're already kind of like disassociating with it before you even heard it. And I do that too. And I think that's a normal thing. I think a lot of fucking people do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I
Human
mean?
nature. Yep.
And so it's like, you have to listen to it first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
Got to.
you have to, because it's like, growing up and still to this day, like, I'm not a huge fan of like traditional punk, traditional like hardcore punk, but there's bands that I found because of this show, and I'm like, damn, I loved it. Like Dirt Nap was fucking good.
Dirt Nap was fucking
Beyond
nasty.
Reach, we just listened to them, is really fucking good. King 9 is really fucking good.
Yep.
Now, granted, out of the 100 bands that I've listened to in that genre, I only like a handful.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because I have those bands now that I can listen to, that I can tell somebody about, or I can say, well, this is one thing that I really like, and this is how I want to be in the future. And my problem is that I'm always go, go, go. And tell me if maybe you want to try to do this too. Like when somebody's talking about a band and you're like, well, if you like that band, you want to be able to say, you should check out this band or that band or this band. This band's really good. I think this band might have a little bit of what you're like, just to become kind of like a mini encyclopedia of
tree branches.
you know, and I think that's cool because I think that's something you could reference back to, you know?
My favorite thing to do is like with like a normie or like we're talking someone at like the bar or something like that. Like, what's your top 3 bands?
Oh.
You could really like.
I used to do that. I used to ask that.
I used to do it a lot.
We used to bug people.
I kind of don't do it anymore as much. But like, you could really tell a lot because like some people would really think like, oh, I have 5. No, I want 3. You know, like tell me what your 3, and you can really kind of get like what a person kind of really is.
You know, it's really it's funny is you said it twice, and you said we're humble people. But if somebody says 3 bands, and like it's like I really like Pink Floyd, the Beatles, and I'm just like.
So you don't like music?
Your music, your music taste fucking sucks.
I'm sorry. The Beatles is probably one of the worst bands ever.
No, but I always try to say that too. It's like it's probably kind of arrogant for me to say this, but in my heart I kind of have to believe it though because I believe it. Like it's just what I believe. Like radio rock exists.
100%.
And that's fine. And it has its place. Me and Brandy listen to dad rock all the time because it's just nostalgic and it's fun.
Makes people feel safe.
But it's like, I just feel like,
it's like the church.
Like being in bands and being an actual musician and like knowing how like some of these bands, like they didn't even try.
They don't even write their own songs.
So I associate it from a craftsman standpoint of, holy shit, like you like music. You make music for people that don't love music. You make people for music. You make music for people that like music.
They like noise.
Yeah, they had that in the background, and that's unfair to say. I guess I don't know.
No, I think that's accurate, and that's fine because there's nothing really wrong with that.
But it's also my truth, man. That's my truth. That's what I think, and it probably sounds arrogant, and if it is, well, this is why you're never in a band with me.
Before we listen to this, I do have to piss.
Okay, no worries. I'll just pause it. Yeah.
Do you have the key?
I do. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, quick little pee-pee break. You know what it's like? It's like, it's funny. I know. I think last episode I was talking about I did the. So I was talking about it at work, and I was like, I do this thing, and I don't do it on purpose, and I'm like, I just like I'll be like, and my coworker's like. Yeah, I hear you do that all the time. It's funny because it's not happening to me, but when you do it, like you're totally checked out from whoever the fuck is talking to.
You do it to me all the time.
No.
Did you get a beer without me?
I was thirsty.
Did you get your own beer?
I was thirsty.
The fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude?
You want some Sprite water?
Dude, what the fuck, man? I can't wait I get to do one thing for
Can I talk about taking a shit at La Fiesta? In that fucking bathroom.
That bathroom's...
Dude, I think they cooked the food in the bathroom because it must have been 250 degrees in there.
First of all, it's Fiesta Azteca.
Oh.
That's very racist that you just assume there's a law in there.
No, man, there's a muy bueno.
I have a feeling, just by looking at you, that this would stick on your forehead.
If I pressed it on there?
Yeah. No, this way. Not this way.
No, I know. Yeah, it will.
On this side.
Yeah. No, I know it will. I do this with guitar picks all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do it with guitar. My third eye. I cannot help with your computer.
Oh my God, I almost cut my lip on this fucking ring. Sponsor me, Coors. Please.
Oh God, just wear a dress. They'll do it. I swear. I gotta cut that out.
All right, so you got a band.
Okay, so I've been sleeping on this band a little bit because it's a lot like Wage War. They have more so in this band, more so parts that I like.
What's coming out now?
And
it's coming out.
It's gonna get you.
Coming out.
Let's see how long it stays on.
I'm about it.
So no, don't make me react to things because
Let me try to flick it off with this like bottle caps. Close your eyes. Hold on, I missed. I don't know.
oh god, is this entertaining?
I don't think so.
No, it's fine.
That's so weird. I hit your beer and it fell off your head. Are you connected to your beer?
Give me the other one.
This one? Okay.
I'll do two.
Oh,
I'm a Teletubby.
You're like the lamest Hellboy. We do music, right? Let's do music.
Anyway, okay, so this band's called Hope and Hell, and
I feel sorry for the people that don't watch us. There's got to be a few.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the new camera. Pretty soon you watch us in 4K.
You can see too much of us.
You see my pores and my GERD. So yeah, this is I love it. We're getting Twilight now. All right, so this is Hope and Hell, and the song's called Shame. And obviously, right away, you'll hear why it was like, ooh. Kind of flicked my brain a little bit.
That's what I brought to my family.
Flicked the bottle cap off my head, you know?
Did come my lip a little bit. Okay. Okay.
Yep. When it breaks it down,
I'm waiting for it.
What's coming? It needs a talking part.
That's a dated sound, dude. That riff. Wayne would love this.
Yeah. That's good because I love Wayne. Me too. Yeah, right there.
That's you, yeah. I wish it was mixed a different. Like,
Yeah,
a little bit more drums. It's fine now. disappeared, bro. Like, they were around and then they fucking weren't. So fucking good, man. So good.
This world could only let me down. Let me down. This world could only let me down. Let me down.
I was rocking this so hard when I found it. It's just
So good.
and it's cool because it's not too much. So like if you were let's say like you
You know,
want
it's funny though that you say that though, right? Because it's not too much.
Nope.
But someone outside looking in, be like, this is too much.
It's a good gateway.
If you don't know that genre and like, you know what I mean? Like if you don't like regularly understand, that's so emotional.
It is the chord and the chord structure is just like in this band is like I associate it with. It sounded like that band Worthwhile, but like counterparts feel to it.
Almost like a Defeater-esque, like
Like early Defeater.
Early Defeater,
Yeah. Because the newer stuff kind of slowed down a little bit, but it's still a good band.
I didn't keep up with them. Like,
I think Brandy likes them. I never
love like Dear Father, like that.
Yeah,
era
yeah.
was,
That was very good. That was good.
Very cool.
You know what sucks is when I say like, dude, it was very good. Like people think I'm like being sarcastic. And I'm like, I'm not. God damn it. Muy bueno.
Mucho queso.
Mucho queso. Sprite agua. So
That was awesome.
it was good, and I think it did it right. And and I agree, like it could be mixed a little bit different, but this is what I was talking about. I remember headphones.
I saw that it was 2014 though.
Okay.
That like that's what the if you go back on to that. That's what that's like.
yeah.
But I can't find them on
I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
Spotify. You would
I don't know.
because I would love to like listen to that.
Jump into that. Yeah. You know, okay, so you threw me a couple of curveballs.
I have
Like, and not necessarily curveballs, but I meant, but like, you don't know if you like it or not.
yeah.
Okay, so I found
On the fence shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I found this band and I was like watching it and listening. I was like, my heart was like, you like this? And then I was like, do it?
Yeah.
You know? But it's very much on that same, and I'm glad we actually went this route because now we're getting back more into like more melodic stuff
Yep.
a little bit. And no, that's good.
I do love melodic.
That's what's cool about music is there's a lot of songs.
There's a lot of songs.
Write that down.
And you know what's so funny is that every week I get a little scared. I'm like, I didn't do enough research, and then I find,
Oh, dude, I
because they're out there.
I try to like that's why I try to have like a list. Like I have the rest of the list that I have is like bands that I'm like, yeah,
I know
it's content, but it's like, yeah.
this is good because I know it's good. By the way, it is, but like the beer's starting to taste good now.
Yeah, I know.
And that's good.
Okay, so this band is called A Distant Calm, and this song is called Exodus, and it's I don't.
Real fast.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
kind of rushed past that last band.
Okay, let's keep talking about it. That's fine.
We don't have to keep talking about it. I just want to give them another shout out. Not that they're
Hope and
on
Hell.
anything.
Hope in Hell.
Hope in Hell.
That's that's a cool name too.
Cool
It's
name.
Hope in Hell.
If that would have came out in 2008, 7,
I forget.
I would have been like,
I don't
it
know.
would have surprised me. When I saw 2014, I was like, damn.
Well, 2014 kind of
2011, maybe a little bit after I graduated, I could hear that.
Well, 2014 kind of makes sense because that's when like Counterparts was kind of coming up, and I'm not saying that these guys were inspired by Counterparts, but I just know that there's that wave, you know, like.
But some that I almost like the tone of it. Okay, so like you have your Counterparts and so let's do this real fast. So you have your Counterparts and your Defeater, right?
Yeah.
They're both the same but completely different. Correct?
I get what you're saying. Like one's high gain, one's low gain.
Exactly.
I know
right?
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that is middle school gain.
I got that. Yeah.
So like it's in the same genre, it's in the same bubble.
Yeah.
Like if we did like a a certain
It wouldn't shock you if it showed up on a for fans of type of thing.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
like
yeah.
if not that I'm comparing it, but if it came out at the same time as Shia Lude and that kind of shit, like you can almost hear that sound.
Yeah,
And I don't know if it's the tone of the guitar, the way it was recorded or mixed or whatever, but that's why I was trying to find him because I'm like, what year is this? And when I said 2014, not that like I'm disappointed by any means, but I'm like, it almost has like an older. I would have said like 2009, 10, like somewhere in that bubble.
Yeah,
you know,
I can get that. But
that's what's kind of cool now, though. Is like you it's hard to tell now.
You know what sucks is like listening to those riffs that very much like Wage War, how they would have like the overall structure of the song is very basic, but they throw in those little twinkles of
Just enough.
And I wish I could just fucking do that. Like I wish I could just.
You can.
I can't though.
You can.
I overthink it. I don't know why. And it's because I'm not used to just being.
I think listening to a broader music that you are now, I'm very curious what you're going to be like start producing.
I don't know, man, because like I go in phases like what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like we listened to Strange Joy, and I was like, man, I would love to be in a band. Like just put the delay on, fucking.
Oh, you would crush a DIY band,
man.
like a Midwest, like emo-esque.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. Like it's.
But I do agree. We both said this. It would be hard to keep you in your lane.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
But the difference is
You would crush though.
If I had a whole band with me,
You would crush.
and I could, because I remember when I was writing songs and like we'd be rehearsing with the band. Like I'm not just standing there playing the parts. Like I'm feeling it. I'm getting into it, and because I'm feeling it, like I'm not overthinking it. Like I'm enjoying it, and it was just. And like I said before, I think I said this last time. It's like. It sounded complete to me because I heard everybody with me. But now it's like I'm just nitpicking myself.
You need a jam man.
I do. Man, Wayne, let's do this.
Somebody.
And I wish me and Kyle were closer. I know that, we were in a band for a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I like him. I don't know how.
Can I reach out to him?
I don't know. I don't think he'd be into it. I just don't think he perceives me in a good way.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I know what kind of musician I am, and I know what kind of bandmate I am, and I think I probably rubbed him the wrong way. And I don't blame him if he feels a certain way.
I think though, as only a jam buddy, not a band member, someone to jam with, someone that you have already played with, that kind of understands your style.
God, Kyle was just. And again, I've just had the privileges of just jamming with like awesome drummers, dude. Yeah. Like, and it's just call and response. Mm-hmm. Like I play the part, he's like, no problem. I got it. Yeah. And and Kyle was a little bit different of a drummer than David was. David just, I don't know, like it's hard to really like separate the two, but Kyle was definitely a little bit faster, I think. He was more techie with his fills.
Okay.
And David would just he had a lot of like, you could feel the tension sometimes, like with his fills and
I
stuff.
always had the most respect for Kyle, even though no matter what sort of drama was happening between me and him, any band that he was in, that he was playing, I was standing in front. There's something about Kyle and the way he plays.
He's one of,
he's one of the tops to come out of Brevard.
He's like we were talking about earlier, like you can just tell by the way he plays that he plays drums. Like he's been playing a long time. He knows what he's doing. It looks easy for him.
It's exactly what we were talking about earlier. He has perfected the craft.
He's good at it.
It's a second nature to him. Like it's like breathing. Yeah. Like he can probably not touch the drumstick for a year. Yeah. And then just be like, okay, it's like riding a bike. And
I say that like he really is kind of, I think, the only. He's the only drummer I'm aware of that I know that lives close that I think would be capable of kind of like.
Keeping up?
I don't want to say that because that's not fair, but like maybe it's because I already know of. I know what he's capable of.
You haven't
like
played with Wayne. You haven't played with
and I would fucking love to, man. I think fucking A, man. I don't know.
I would love to play with Wayne.
I would just love to jam in a room again, like with. Like, man, we talked. I can't remember. It was fucking long.
Any Brevard people listening,
dude? It just like
seriously.
But it's just like, man, it is so crazy because it's like, man, there really is sometimes like the best feelings in my life. Like when you're with your band and you've been working on a song and you finally like, okay, let's run through it one more time all the way through, and you play it perfect. Yeah, and like the excitement that you get, but it's like, oh my God. Like,
the excitement, and then when you're done, you have like a person like me, I'm like, all right, we're gonna do it one more time.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I definitely, and that's actually kind of a cool point to bring up because I remember with I Am Divide, we practiced a lot. I mean, it was almost every day after school. Like it was every day we'd play the same 5 songs that we already had set, and then once we nailed that, we'd start working on something new. Yeah. And I know that that's why when we played live, it was just like it's nothing,
We're practicing
and
we're just jamming.
But I do know that was a different time. Like we're in high school, we have different responsibilities. But then like when I was an Ambitionist. Like we all had fucking jobs. Yeah. Some of us have kids, like it is what it is. And it's like, so like you're practicing often, but it's not your end all be all. You know what I mean?
It's not your daily routine.
That's the privilege of being young and having less responsibility is like you can make that your end all be all.
Oh yeah.
And, and like, it's not, and I always knew that it's not gonna be forever. Like, I know there's gonna be a time where like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't want to. It's like, dude, it's like reality, dude. It's like, it is what it is. And it sucks. But at the same time, like, just to be able to be in a room and like your ears like have that a little bit of ringing in it just because like you've been playing so loud for like 45 minutes. Like, how cool is that?
Dude,
like,
you just opened up a bubble that I didn't realize I missed, man.
yeah, but how cool was that?
I didn't realize I missed that.
And, and I know I probably have
Dude, that
done-
almost makes me a little sad. Like,
yeah.
that's so weird. I haven't thought about that feeling.
And
I was never in a band like you. I never like,
It doesn't matter.
played a whole
Like,
bunch or like
you've still been in a room and made sound. That's the thing about it. It's like
1,000%.
You've done it, and but you know what it is. It doesn't matter what band you were in or how it doesn't matter. Like, you still did it.
Yeah.
Like, and that feeling and and I could probably sit here and say there's probably some resent when I listen to like these new bands that I really like, and I'm like, fuck, I just don't like. I want to have it be the end all be all, but I can't, and I have to be reasonable with myself about it. You know what I mean? Like, I think I posted that picture, like I took a fucking selfie of me playing guitar.
Yep.
I played sick guitar for like 4 hours straight without even stopping. Like, all I was doing was just,
I bet your fingers don't hurt anymore.
nah,
Yeah.
no, it didn't take that long. It didn't take long for them to get them back. But did I ever tell you that I grabbed an oven one time and it was hot? And ever since then, my hand was like numb forever. So that kind of helped too.
That's cool. That's a cool story.
No, but it's just like, man, and you know what's cool? And I wasn't like, it was almost like, I don't know if this is the right word, serendipitous. Like I was just in this moment where I went to bed, the song wasn't done, and it might never be done. And like I said, it's changed 10 times, and I don't care.
That's fine.
Because getting there has been so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Just
Getting those chops back, like
you know what I mean? Like just doing it, like, and I've had hobbies.
it's a drive that you didn't know you needed.
Yeah. And I have had hobbies other than music that I really love. Like, I love woodworking. I did that for a little bit, but I made it a job and I resent it now. And like, don't get me wrong, I still build stuff for my friends. I build stuff for my wife. I build stuff still, and I'm glad I have that skill, but like, and with music, I kind of try to do that. And I think that's probably part of why people that have been in bands with me have like a bad taste, because I wanted it so bad. I was militant about it, dude.
You can almost taste it at that point, though.
But bro, I was militant and I wanted it to get done. I wanted it. I wanted to make it my job. Not my job, but just my experience. I wanted to just literally travel around and play my fucking songs that I've written.
Yep.
I wanted to do that.
You probably looked at it like, I have this window. I have to utilize this window.
But you know me, I don't stop, and it sucks. Like, I don't, and that's what sucks. And back to what we were talking about with Kyle, like, there's probably like this sour taste in his mouth about me as a person, and it's like, I'm sorry, like, it was never intentional, but it's like, dude, I can't fucking slow down. I can't. I can't do it, and I fucking wish I could. Like, I wish I could just do something and kind of enjoy it. And like, I can't. It's like, if I do something, it has to be,
100%.
it has to be, man. And I wish I didn't have that part of my brain sometimes, because it's like, when do I get to enjoy doing something? So, you know what I mean? It's like, it's no different than the podcast.
That's
like
the third beer. That's when you started enjoying it.
4, I had a Hellboy and an Adderall.
That's 3 for me.
Yeah, very good.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, I see like it's funny. Have you ever seen like a guy at the gas station? He's got buying 2 tall boys. I'm like, that guy's gonna get buzzed.
No.
I'm just getting started.
Let's go.
And it's like and it's hard but it's like, I try to, like, a good example of it is, and you keep me in check. You try to, and it's not gonna work.
I try to.
You try to, but it's like, and you even said it the other day though. You said, I used to think the podcast sounded good, and I listened to the newest episode, but I went back 10 episodes, and you're like, wow, it wasn't good, and it sounds like
you're right.
But at the time to us,
it was fine.
It sounded fine.
It was fine.
But I was like, no, it's gonna be better. It's gotta sound better. I know I'm gonna get us there.
You're right.
Does it take away from the content? Probably not. I don't think so. But it's like,
and I would love for our listeners
I don't know.
or viewers or whatever that has started it, wanting, not that they appreciate, maybe they do. I don't know. Like, or even noticed. I don't know. Like I said, I thought this podcast sounded perfect. Like the first 3 episodes, I'm like, this is great.
Oh, and you compare it now, and it's
And then,
like,
you know what? And I'm never too much of a man to admit anything. And I was like, you know what? I listened to it. I'm like, damn, this sounds good, man. We were doing good, man. And then I listened to it. I'm like, the new one. I'm like, first episode, shit, dude.
but there is a point where you can do too much, where it's like you got to find like that. And I'm happy that
that medium, yeah.
Well, I know where it's at, and now it's about efficiency, which honestly, like I have to.
You've been crushing it, man.
Well, but it's I don't know, but it's for some reason is it's no big deal if it's not perfect, and who cares? People are listening anyway.
Yeah,
but
they are.
I can't. It keeps me awake at night.
Yeah,
about something so minuscule. And I
that kind of bums me out a little bit because that means that you're almost looking at it like work.
No, it's not though. I think my drive. There's a difference between purpose and obligation, if that makes any kind of sense. Like I have to do this rather than I have to do this.
I think you are fueled off of having a purpose.
For sure. Yeah. And obviously
like most
my
people
purpose is drinking beer with you in a hot garage.
It's 81 degrees now. It's gone down 7 degrees, man.
It's only been 2 fucking hours. No, but it's I think I need to have something consume my brain, which sounds
occupy it.
Which sounds probably crazy to some people, but I can't be that guy that just sits on the
stagnant.
I can't do it, man. And for a long time, I didn't have anything occupying that space in my brain. I was kind of just in limbo. Mm-hmm. And again, it's not necessarily like, obviously I love doing the podcast. No shit, that's what it is. But it's
you better. I have like 50% interest rate on this fucking camera.
We'll get it paid off.
I know. Anyways,
that should be illegal, but it's not. But I don't know. It's just.
I know you love doing the podcast.
I do. I fucking love it. Like I look forward to. I was so bummed out that last week I didn't have anything to edit. I was just like, well,
you were telling me that. I'm like,
I'm bummed out, man. Like I want to, and and it's crazy because I feel like the faster I get at it, it gives us more opportunity to. There's a whole, and that's
a whole nother world.
That's the whole crazy part about it. It's not just recording it and then posting it on the internet. There's a whole other fucking world of shit that I don't know. We're learning now.
You're gonna start seeing other views of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And
you're gonna see me burp from the left.
Yeah, you're gonna see my dad's side.
It is so funny to think like how much effort and obviously we know I'm just being sarcastic right now, but it's so funny like we're putting so much effort just to be like, oh yeah, very good.
Dude, you know what's so crazy though? The amount of effort that we put into this and the conditions that we're in it's almost like torture. We're doing it to ourselves. But honestly, this is why I think we would work in any sort of situation. Because this is where we started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And before this, we started somewhere else. And before that, we were somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And it's always just like, hey, it's just another page. It's just another chapter. We're just getting a little bit better. Our vocabulary is getting a little bit better. And your burps are awesome lately.
It's my GERD.
My GERD. Oh my GERD.
No, but it's kind of cool though because I back to what I was saying about having like a project. So it's like obviously you don't need like a legitimate recording studio to do a podcast. Like it's just you don't need that. But the idea of me having to build a space that's designed for sound just in general, because I think about it like this, and I can't wait till Autumn's a little older, because like we just bought this beautiful house. They got to fix the electric and the toilet doesn't work, but get that figured out.
Got you on the toilet.
We'll get that figured out. No, I'm just gonna fill it up.
Get a bucket of water, bud. It'll be fine.
It's like in Hoarders when they show the toilet and there's like, nope, one more poop. But
I know what episode you're talking about.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's the worst.
But like I'm thinking about it like this. So building this room, which I probably would have gotten back into if we didn't do this and Brandy didn't really kind of push me to get back into music. So I'm building the space that we can be in.
Yeah.
And I'll picture myself in there and I'm playing guitar and fucking Autumn runs in and she's like, can I play? And we pull a little kid guitar off and she's playing too. And, obviously she's got to learn how to tune it, but, we'll get there. You know what I mean? But it's just like,
God, she's going to be left-handed and be like, what the
but it's just like, it'll be like a shrine to, this is for sound. You know what I mean? And I don't know. And but it's cool because then I get to learn how to do this. I do that. I'm going to get the fucking calibration things to do the monitoring. I just nerdy shit, but and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. It's just something cool.
I understand that because like my biggest regret when we were in bands and stuff like that is that there's not really any recordings.
Yeah.
And there's nothing for me to show my daughters what daddy did.
Mm-hmm.
With this, obviously my daughter could listen to this in 10 years, like whatever.
Yeah.
That's the cool part about this. This isn't, appropriate for her or whatever. But like, that's what I was always wanting to be in a band again, just so I can have a CD.
I got you. Yeah.
And it'd be like, this was dad. Like Dallas. Dallas's dad used to be in a country like gossip band.
Really?
Toured with Alabama, dude.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
So she has cassettes of her father
That's fucking cool though.
that she can listen to.
Yeah.
And it almost makes me want to tear up. Like I want to give like my daughter something like that,
Yeah.
And everyone, like with my dad was really into racing. We were talking about that earlier.
Yep.
He was really into racing, like quad racers and stuff like that. Now he doesn't talk to me, but like, he kind of wanted that on me. He tried and it didn't work out, but like, I still have that of my dad, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
He gave you something of him.
yeah,
like
yeah.
That.
Like
for sure.
this was me. This is I can look at photos, I can see things, and I can be like, yeah, no, I was in a band, and be like, what does it sound like? I can't show you.
Yeah.
That receipts are not there. It kind of bums.
Well,
me.
I think you can't necessarily think about it like that either. And speaking of not having CDs, I accidentally deleted the hard drive that had all of I Am Divide and Ambitionist shit on it. So I have to like re-get it all. I have to find, because in the music side that Ambitionist had the music on doesn't exist anymore. So I have to message Kyle now. Like,
I'm sure
hey,
Nancy.
well,
Was it Nancy in Ambitionist?
No, she was in I Am Divide. Well, she was in Awaiting Winter before it became I Am Divide.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But you don't, I'm, this about me. Like, I don't save things. I wish I did. Like, I used to have like the actual CD sleeve of like the I Am Divide CD and like all that shit. I wish I would have kept stuff like that. I just lost it. And I'm not super sentimental about it. But it's like, I think maybe instead of not feeling bad that you don't have anything to give, it's like, well, no, you can still give. It's like, even if Autumn never heard any of my music, there's no way that she's not going to know that I play guitar, and that there's a room where she can go and she can play music and she can record music, and that's
I'm so weird like that. Like I feel like a lot of things in my life define who I am, right? Just like everybody else, just like
yeah, for sure.
So having something like that, or like when I first like started talking to Dallas, like I really wanted her to watch these movies. I was really into like bad movies, like Mystery Science Theater, just B-rated sci-fi,
love that
shitty stuff. And she's like, I don't like this. And then like at first, it used to hurt me. I'm like, you don't like me, because like that is a part of me. Like I watched so much of that shit, and it's become a part of who I am today is because of that.
I gotcha.
So you don't like that. At that time, I used to take it very personal. Like, oh, you don't like me then.
Oh.
Because like, and it's not that at all.
No, you grew out of that though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
You kind of have to. It's like,
but
I mean, it is
but still, like, I have like friends like Tyler and stuff like that, and Justin too. Like, we have these movies, or it's mostly movies that like defined us as friends.
I gotcha.
Just like with us, with bands, there's bands that like boundaries will always be like, or like starting cement mix, like that's what kind of started some of this stuff, and so for someone to be like, I don't like boundaries, like, you don't like me, my friend. Like I take it personal like that.
I don't do that. I can't relate to that. But.
You're not a real person,
Well, if we're talking about
you don't like me.
It's funny is like if we talk about like
you don't like me?
the things that our dads give us. Like my dad is, again, a terrific dad. He's a great dad. He's a great provider, but he is a robot. So he gave me that.
I would like to hang out with your dad more.
Oh,
Can I start doing breakfast with you guys? Would that be cool?
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
Cool.
He would not care.
So you do breakfast with your dad once a week.
I try to. I was supposed to go today and I forgot. He knows
He's still sitting at fucking TJ's.
No. He knows that I work weird hours and shit. So like I feel bad. He doesn't feel bad, but it's like, I don't know. It is what it is. But and I don't know. Like I just, there's always going to be those things where like, you have to do it. And I know what you're talking about. You feel obligated. Like I have to show you something. I have to have this. And, and that's just the way it is,
I think for me, it's really hard.
Tupac.
Yes. I am such a people person and pleaser that like, I really want people to like me. Right. But I also don't give a fuck what people think about me. And it's a really hard struggle in the line that I walk down that where it's like, I am who I am. This is who I am. I really don't care what you take of it. But if you're in my bubble, like I want you to like me.
Well, yeah.
Like I want
That's
you
why
to.
they're in your bubble because they do. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I overthink shit like that all the time where like I'll say something so minute on the podcast and I'm like, oh God, people are going to.
I had a bad.
God. And I'm just like, fuck,
I had a bad brain week and you like called me or texted me and you're like, are we good? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, man.
I could tell, but
because
I know
the way that we weren't like interacting with each other. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I had bad brain weeks,
and
mental struggles or whatever.
But that's just because I know you, like, and I know when you're off. It's like, just like, with your wife, I was like, with Brandy, like, what's wrong? Like I can tell.
I can taste.
Like I can.
Yeah. Like you just.
My wife can smell it because it's usually me farting. But
oxtail again. What the fuck?
Fiesta Azteca. Oh God! Did we tell that story on the podcast?
Which story?
Oxtail. Grab me a beer. So we and we also kind of became friends very fast. It was very sporadic, but it was like we literally like hung out one night. We knew who each other were, and this is kind of a cool thing for the podcast because people do people care? I don't know.
Our origin
we have like
story?
I know for a fact 4 people will like it, so it's fine. So like we hung because obviously Dallas and Brandy had worked together, all that stuff. So we had gone out one night. We knew who each other were.
Yep.
I never met you or hung out with you, and then there was some kind of made up drama that didn't exist.
Yep.
But that was squashed really quick. And I remember that one night we were at Main Street.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just talked and we went to fucking debauchery. And then after we just kind of hung a hand. And then like 6 months later, like, hey, you want to be my wedding?
Yeah, right.
I was like, what?
Well, I remember the first thing you ever said to me, and I already knew who you were and like of you and stuff like that. And I already had this premeditated idea of who you were as a person. That's fine. That's on me. But like you came to my house. It was either my birthday party or
because Wayne was there. It was probably your birthday party.
There was something going on, and I remember you coming in with like beer, and I was at the bar, and you like came in, and you're like, I don't hate you, or like you're like, or you said something like, hey, so I was conditioned to hate you, but I don't hate you anymore, or something like that. And I'm just like,
break up the tension.
Whatever. And we had our talk on my birthday in Orlando, and
that's what we were leading into. So for your birthday one year, obviously not everybody can go. Not everybody can just drop the hat and like go out, spend the weekend, spend the night out in Orlando. So we went to downtown with Andy. Went out drinking. Yeah, he got assaulted by an airsoft gun. But I just remember like we were walking back and I'm like, I'm fucking starving. So I go to this food truck and I was like, oh,
this is
I was like, oh, let me get the oxtail. And it was like
the blackest,
burntest.
Like,
it stunk the whole fucking. And were we watching Antiques Roadshow or something on TV?
You got oxtail at like almost 3:00 in the morning out of a street vendor, like on the way back to the thing. I was just like, you're like, I'm starving. I'm like, okay. And he slept on like the couch part of the room or whatever. And I just remember whatever you ate was rotten. Like it was burning through you.
That was funny. But yeah, no, I bet Cool. Now, there you go. Now you guys know more about us.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, a little bit.
Very, very good.
There's just another layer
And
of the
what's
onion.
you know what's so funny is like I know our wives make the joke is like, what? Spend all your time with your friend, and it's like we don't get to hang out that often. And we made the joke.
Today was like one of those things like
We have too much time today, and I was like, obviously, I've been doing shit around the house and stuff, but I was like, it's weird. Like we actually had a whole day where we had to take care of things we had to take care of for our project, our passion, whatever. And it's like, then when it comes time to record, we're like,
what do we do?
what do we do? This is kind of weird.
I remember like I was standing in my kitchen. I'm like, I put my hand on my thing. I'm like,
I'm literally just playing.
what do you want to do?
I'm literally just I'm playing your guitar, and I'm like, why doesn't this graphics card thing work? We're just sitting there, and the next thing I know, I'm laying on your couch, and we're like, we tried too hard.
We tried too hard.
Dude, ever since you said that fucking joke, I say it at work, and I was like, you tried too hard, didn't you?
What joke?
Remember, that's from the fucking, with the car that had the license plate that said try harder.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next day it was on fire. You're like, they tried too hard.
They tried too hard. Yeah.
Anyway, you want to listen to a song?
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is something that you found that you haven't listened to, or you did listen to?
I skimmed through it, and it was, and
you are a skimmer.
I have to be.
You are a skimmer.
I have to be a skimmer
Yeah.
because I don't want to listen to it all the way through. I skimmed through Jaw Dust, and I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you
because,
did too.
Again, Jaw Dust.
I hope that we reach at least.
I just want to put Jaw Dust on every flyer we make. Tag them. That band, holy shit.
I hope they're cool guys. They seem like cool guys.
They seem pretty cool.
From the conversation I had with one or two of them, they reached out to me, and
yeah, they seem pretty cool.
that's also kind of what I want. Because the goal is, we'll listen to the song in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
The goal is,
it's our podcast. Nobody else.
and I was talking about this, right? So always the long-term goal of this podcast, right, is to have a section to where bands can come on and play, right? This is obviously time down the road.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Right? And you already want to build a studio in your garage, but also have a section of like to where you can jam.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the goal.
Dude, it would be so fucking awesome.
I have to add a window. A control room.
I told this to
I
Justin.
wanted to get a sliding glass door, honestly.
That'd be perfect too.
That'd be pretty cool.
Fine. I told Justin this. I'm like, I want a window. Because the room that we would record in could also be like tracked for vocals, or like the studio room.
Yeah,
Like the master room. Right? And then, you do bands. And I would love to have bands on like Day Spent or Porch Coffin or Consequence or something like
For
that.
sure.
And they play a song or two and they sit down and they talk to us.
Or at least have like if not all of them are able to do it, but like have the guitar player on. And
I would love, like,
just
if-
do like a playthrough. We can like we could break down the riffs a little bit because
Absolutely.
And-
but the biggest thing, and this is why I really want to have a relationship with a lot of these smaller bands or bands that people don't know about or like that or in other states, like Cutthroats. The next time Cutthroats come through Florida, I want to be in a situation to where we can bring one or two of them on and
just
talk with
to
them before the show and bring the fucking camera and like have like
And I think
like
that's,
do a full
that's where having
production
a
of it.
portable rig would be cool. Well, we do technically.
But like to be like, hey, yo, Cuddy boys, you like Hennessy? I'm gonna get you 2 bottles of Hennessy. You're gonna fucking hang out with us for a couple hours.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking get fucked up and just talk shit.
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
We're gonna go hang out with you at the show later, and it'd be a good fucking time.
Yeah. And it sucks because I don't know if you feel like this, but
Never.
I feel like when we tag a band in our post or something, it's not that we want the band to like, hey, we tagged you. Why don't you tag us?
Nope.
No, we're tagging you because we want bands to have a link to go listen to you. And
For people to look at and be
but
like,
do you ever feel like whenever you talk to a band, like you feel like they might think like you're just trying? Oh, well,
Nope.
Oh, wow.
well, I mean, no, yes, I know what you're talking about, but
that we don't do that. But that's I feel like they might. You want us to shout out your podcast because you listen. to us?
It goes back
And
to
I
like
don't. I don't. I mean, if they did, that'd be great. But I don't expect that, and I don't want that.
No.
I mean, I do want it. I do want it, but I want them to do it because they want to do it. I don't want them.
1000%.
I don't want them to feel obligated. To do.
And for me, like I want everyone to like us, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Like, but I understand that, like our. let me catch up with my.
right here. Can I go home?
I didn't mean to push both buttons, but I'm glad I did.
But I understand that we're not for everybody. But I do want bands to like us.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, the whole point of that is to people that do follow us can be like, I want to check out that band.
Yeah,
I want to help. Not that the bands need our
No,
help.
they don't. They don't.
They don't.
They
but
don't.
like,
But
it's just another. It's just another outlet, dude. That's all I want to create. Is just another outlet, another source. That's all I want.
I mean, if I can, but the thing is, it's like I can only think it's like if I had a band and somebody talked about my band and now I have 2 new people that love my band, that's fucking amazing. Like, why wouldn't I want that? Why wouldn't I want those 2 fucking people?
Absolutely.
Because in the grand scheme of things, the listens don't matter, but it's like 2 people come to your show, they buy 2 t-shirts, they buy 2 stickers, they buy 2, and it just cascades down,
And when Cutthroats came through,
I love this guy. This guy's
how many
so
times did
fucking
we
cool,
bring
man.
up the podcast?
We didn't.
0.
We didn't.
No.
And I wonder if they.
Why the fuck would I bring up the podcast?
I wonder if they're putting 2 and 2 together, like if they remember.
They 100% know who we are. Yes.
No, and now they like everything, and
They like, yeah.
and that's cool, and I like that, and and that's like why obviously the Hard Lore podcast, which is probably the biggest podcast in this
hardcore, yeah.
in this genre, but obviously those guys have been in the biggest bands in hardcore and they know everybody and they're an interview-based podcast, which is fine. I don't want to do that. I think that would be cool once in a while. Like you said, when Cutthroats come, dude, how cool would it be if like next time Cutthroats comes to like, hey, are you guys going to be here like for a while or like a day or 2 or something like that? Yeah. Like you guys want to come over and just fucking chill and jam and fucking drink and
because a lot of times these fucking bands have to like show up at 2 or 4 and they don't play till 8.
Yeah. Come over, hang out.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be cool too because, I don't know. I like how we're like brainstorming on an episode. That's okay. Okay, so I want to keep talking, but I think let's play a song.
I think we got about 30 minutes left on your memory.
Oh, shit. You're probably right.
So let's listen to the song, and then I have a song, and then we can talk for a little bit, and then we can...
Shit. You know what? Before I do any of this...
You want to pause? I
just want to pause. Yeah, I'm going to pause it.
Do 2 piss breaks before we listen to the song.
All right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're back.
Okay, so...
What are you doing? Get inside your home.
Okay, that's actually funny. Is there an impression of something that you can do really good?
Oh, God. So what I do the best is the worst impressions.
Oh, okay.
Like accents. I'm really good at doing bad accents.
Okay.
But I can't do good accents.
Oh. I get what you're saying, though. I totally understand what you're saying. Nah.
Is there something that you can do?
I can do Kermit the Frog.
That's the quickest Ben has ever texted me back.
Oh, he must be by himself.
Let me hear your Kermit.
Hey, well, we got a really good show for you today. Yay! We got Miss Piggy out here. We got Fuzzy Bear. We got everybody. Yeah. Today will be a very good show. Oh my God! Yeah. I don't even know if that's good or not. But
I think that's okay.
I'm gonna edit it, and then I'll probably like, ugh, you're a fucking.
What you could do is like do like a really good like
Faggio.
Just do like a Robert De Niro, and I'll just open my mouth.
You're in a hell, and you're gonna die in a hell like the rest. Come on now.
Audio clip of him.
Hey, yeah. What was that one Vine guy? His name was Evan Breen. He goes, hey guys, I'm gonna do an impression of an Italian guy. Hey, I'm Italian. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I like those. Anyway, so
you're also really good at doing basically every vocalist ever. You're really good at just like being almost able to do all
I would, it's funny. I was always kind of good at like when I was a little kid, my mom would, and of course my mom is like, oh, he's good at everything, you know. But like I could do impressions, but like they didn't sound like them, but like the mimicking of like the part, and shit like that, I don't know.
My favorite thing is the only thing I'm like really, really good at is making people, like mostly strangers, think that I might be stupid. Like, just be able to, like, have a normal conversation. And just be, like,
you have the subtlety to do that. I kind of do, but I also get to a point where I'm just like, oh, my God, there's no way you're buying this. Like, I can't do it.
So, dude, I'm sick of telling stories. I want to hear the song, but, dude, so there was this one time, my dad works for Harris when he used to talk to me this years ago. And, and so Harris used to, for Christmas, they used to rent out the zoo, right? And so I would go to the zoo and I would act like I didn't know what any of the animals were. So like the giraffe would be coming by. I'm like, what
You hit it in the neck?
No. So I mean, with all these other like, Harris people, like all corporate, like, like techie people.
They're obviously smart, educated
Very.
people.
I'm like, so the giraffe will walk by. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's the weirdest horse I've ever seen. And this lady would be like, that's a giraffe. I'm like, what? Is this giraffe? I'm like, I never seen a horse with a neck that long. That's crazy. And I mean, like, but the lady like literally was like, so like stunned, and my dad walked away, and he's like, dude, she's like a huge big shot at Harris. Like,
That's so funny.
I'm like, sorry.
I do stuff. I do stuff subtly, but the thing is like I feel like it's not funny unless somebody actually hears me do it and they know I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, it's you can. I mean, if you want to talk about history, the only comparison I compare it to is when Hitler was he was debating whether he wanted to invade Normandy or Ho Chi Minh, and he had like the weird options at the time. It's like obviously Ho Chi Minh is Vietnam War, but like people that don't know what I'm talking about, like that was crazy. And I'm just like, oh god, you don't fucking know anything I'm talking about.
Oh, that sounds great.
But then there's always the one guy that will know what I'm talking about, and he's like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like,
That's fantastic.
yeah. Like I tried to convince this guy that there was a female president one time, and he was like, wait, really? I must have been like a kid. I don't remember. And I was like, yeah, there's been a female president, bro. I mean,
I love fucking with like just strangers. I was trying to get someone at Bass Pro Shop fired today.
yeah. Well, she wanted your credit score.
I said no.
40%.
You get a hat. All right, can we listen to some
Let's
music?
just listen to some songs. Okay.
So sorry, guys.
All right. So this is
We don't get time like that.
yeah, no time. This band is called A Distant Calm, and the song is called Exodus, and it very much
So a distant calm.
yeah, it
like that.
very much flows with kind of the bands that we've been listening to the last couple songs, but it's a little faster.
Okay.
Okay, so it's got maybe I don't want to misrepresent, but I think maybe more of a August Burns Red vibe, but with For the Fallen Dreams mixed in.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's good. It's So anyway,
What a cool mixture that would be, though.
it would. If like they would just Matt Griner would slow the fuck down.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, man.
So many stories.
We'll just turn it down. They don't want to hear music. They want to hear us talk.
I hate people with plugs. The reverse headstock?
I think that's agile.
Microphone? Oh, what?
Agile.
I'm already getting a Bring Me the Horizon vibe. I'm not off yet. I said I'm not off yet. No. A little high. What? That was a little high.
Very programmed band though, for sure.
Get a different vocalist. vocalist.
It's a little screechy.
Dude,
He's a little screechy, yeah.
have some sort of range. The band is carrying everything in the song.
But it's overproduced.
Fine, it sounds great. The music, but like, this is too much. Like, the key that they're playing in, like he needs to be singing much lower for this tone.
He is a little screechy for sure. Aren't you glad we started listening to music again?
This is heavy music, heavy dance, not approved.
I'm over it.
It's over. So the biggest bummer about that, the biggest bummer is that everything was so fucking good.
Yeah, it was. The vocals a little screechy, but you know what's funny is like I'm a skimmer, so I would skim and I would hear like the good parts of it. But now that I'm listening to it as a whole, it's so pre-pro'd that it's like it's not.
It could probably all just be backtracked and it'd be fine. Like,
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying that's what they did.
It didn't sound natural to me.
And that's your thing, that whatever. But like, and the band isn't bad. Like, I really enjoyed the music part of it.
Yeah, he's a little screechy for me.
But dude, that is backup supporting vocals written all over him.
Yeah.
Give that dude a bass and let him do that and replace the vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just kick him out.
Just-
fuck it. He's like, come on, call.
get some dirt on him and cancel him. Like, I don't want to see him ever in the music scene.
He
ever
said
again.
something bad about a guy wearing a dress. Get him out.
Get him out. What murders? Yeah.
What murders?
So who was that again?
A distant care. A distant calm.
Distant Calm.
Oh, so, okay. I don't care about swinging back to the same genre, but let's just listen to the first song of the new Jesus Piece album because it is fucking good. And let's just get hyped a little bit. Ready?
Okay.
You ready?
Do you want?
Want to go?
So okay.
I'm turning into the plum. Look. It's so hot in here, though. God damn.
Still 81.
Oh, very good.
Okay, I do want to listen to
All right.
before this because I don't want to end on my last song note. I want to end, like, if we're going to end, we can keep going. Can I play a song and then I do want to get back to
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're almost at 2.5 hours. I mean, it's like,
I want to play this song and then
Yeah.
I do want to listen to that.
yeah, we'll close out with that.
song.
And I think that's probably, that's a healthy episode.
Because, what a fucking loser.
Fucking tool.
I
God.
just want to make somebody mad.
Kick him out of your band, too.
So I do want to play the Ghost Inside.
Okay, that's fine.
We haven't played them, and I know
No.
that, like, okay. I know that for a majority.
Which album?
This is, okay, so the song is called Between the Lines.
Okay.
I really don't know what album this is from. That's kind of funny because I kept up with them early on. What was that first video? Is that the music video for it?
I guess so. Yeah.
But okay, so my thing is they are a staple again now that, like, I think they're a band again, right? They're a band.
Yeah,
again.
but I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I don't know.
They were definitely a staple for me back in the day.
Yeah, they were good when they first came
Very
out,
good.
for sure.
And I just kind of wanted, this was kind of in my list. I know we like,
I know Scott
talk
Vogel
for an hour.
loves them. Scott Vogel loves them.
really?
No, you don't remember me telling you that story?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that weird beef that they had. I don't know.
The LA hardcore.
Yeah, LA hardcore song. I don't know.
It's completely different genre. Completely. The fact that Scott Vogel wasted his energy on that is kind of absurd.
Well, when you get into your late 30s, you gotta have a stance.
Look at
man.
me, look at my tattoos.
You gotta have a stance, bro. And you gotta open a wing bar in Massachusetts.
He is one of the goats.
Well, dude, yeah, Scott Vogel is arguably one of the most recognizable vocals in fucking hardcore music. I mean, goddamn.
Him and Me P could.
Yeah, I was talking about Mean Pete yesterday with Steven.
Yeah.
We were talking about how good that album God Save Us is. It is such a good album.
So yeah,
yeah, it's good. Anyway, Ether Coven.
this is a great song.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I don't know.
Ghost Inside.
I don't know when the last time you've listened to.
Oh, I know this song, yeah.
This is definitely a flagshipy song.
Yeah. But it's good, so it doesn't matter.
I know you've been writing music a lot too, and I don't know. I kind of want to give you, I don't know. Is that Poison the Well show? You see that banner?
Yeah.
That's a huge crowd, man.
I used to have that shirt.
Sick shirt.
I used to have it.
Of course you did. God. Middle school, man.
Graduated.
Yeah, no. God damn, it's so fucking good.
What do you stand for?
It still holds up, man.
Yeah, it does. It's got that perfect mix of the speed, melodic, I'm surprised I never got more attached to this band.
So you. His voice is so fucking good.
This is later me. Yeah, this is definitely later me, for sure.
Probably would have been too mainstream for you at that time?
Racist. It's cool though. You can tell that they have fun with each other. Like they enjoy their company, you know.
God, that's so good.
Is that the CEO of Harris? Tattooed up?
Is that a Reign Supreme shirt?
Yep. God damn. Have that on vinyl. I had 4 of those pedals. Yeah. I like seeing videos like this because, like, it's cool because you can tell that they really do enjoy
Being on tour, having
just
fun.
each other. They're not
And a
like,
D's Nuts shirt on, too.
yeah, they're not like just in separate rooms. Like, well, we have to play. You know, like you can tell that they really like.
They're a band.
Yeah. But they're friends.
They're not an actor.
They're friends. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good song, man.
So my question was, because I didn't, were they, when that, Jesus Christ, I didn't like the way you just drank that last sip. That was absurd. And it was like the eye contact you had with me while you were doing it.
I wasn't even looking at you.
Stop turning me on! You're so good at
That
it.
was always my joke. Like, well, hey, you know this girl? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she's the kind of girl that's like, I don't normally do this.
I don't normally do it.
It's my first time.
Were they
Okay.
were they too mainstream for you at that time?
Okay. I wanted to expound on that a little bit.
That's why we're professional right there, guys.
It's not.
You see how quickly we're able to turn that off? We went from a blowjob. Hold on. Shut up. We went from a blowjob joke straight to like, I wanted to expound on that. Do you understand how hard that is to be that professional?
Kanye West. I don't know, man.
Anyways.
I'm like happy buzz. It's good.
I like it.
And it's not that because it was mainstream.
Yeah.
But I think my taste at that time was, it was a simpler genre. Like, dude, there's nothing complicated about those riffs. It is very basic.
It's very well placed.
It's a good song.
Yeah,
I'm not saying anything negative about the song. It's just
You're right. I see what you're saying.
Just it's basic, and I wasn't attracted to basic.
There was enough structure.
The song had great structure, but the riffs
Did it challenge you when you listened to it
no,
at that time?
no,
Yeah.
it still doesn't. And it's not a bad. I'm not trying to like be like, oh, I'm the ultimate structure king. Like, no, I just like there were very few bands at the time that were like piquing my interest.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, and I probably did that thing just like, well, it's not Shy Halud, it's not Misery Signal, not fun.
At that time, for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't on your hard drive. It wasn't in that bubble. Yeah.
And also, like, when they started to become very popular is when I stopped playing music.
Because they, like, okay, with that whole Stick to Your Guns era.
That's exactly when they started coming up.
Like, they did, all those bands got fucking big.
That's when MySpace really took off, dude. That's when like when MySpace was like king.
And I still listen to some of those bands, but like I kind of stopped shortly after that because I remember like Stick to Your Guns was one of my top 5 rotations, and like I went to go see them down in Vero, and they didn't play anything from their first 3 albums.
Yeah,
I was just like,
I think you told me that. Yeah.
I'm sure I brought it up a few times, but I'm like, this is.
I don't know.
To me, it sucked. And then, like, I was such a huge Casey Jones fan, and the lead singer played guitar with them. And I don't know, man. I hear that they're playing their older stuff again, which is cool. Maybe they're running out of ideas or something.
You know what? I'm going to play a song real quick. And we've played the band before, but
Once
album,
again, if you didn't know, that was The Ghost Inside. And
like,
classic
And
sound. It's a
Ghost
classic
Inside,
sound.
I remember the first album they had like the zombie on the front.
Okay.
Yeah, and they had a song, and I remember like one of the lyrics was like they were. What I liked about them is they kind of like brought back the gang vocal a little bit. I don't know, but so this album came out about the same time as like that whole thing was going on, and it was like my world as far as like a guitar player was concerned. And I talked about it earlier in the car. You were like, if you were in a band and you guys were like going to do a cover song, what song would it be? And I'm like, Shy Halud, Be Winged. And I just want to play that song real quick. It's a good quick song.
Which is really funny, though, because we'll just do this because this is what this episode is becoming.
Yeah, episode.
So we do have these conversations not on air. Like, we just, this is how we fucking talk a lot of times. And sometimes it is annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. But, like, I was asking you that because I was really I was genuinely curious what you would choose because I knew it wouldn't be something that everyone would know. Because
what's the song that I would want to play?
That's the song that you would want to play.
Yeah.
But what would the song that you would play that you want? Okay, so when Cutthroats they play that
Slipknot.
They played a Slipknot song.
One of the most notable songs in metal music today. Yeah, like you know that riff. Like that song starts and it's that's fucking Slipknot.
So a band that doesn't know you, right? But they know that's the genre, right? They know hardcore or whatever, metal or whatever. What song would you play? That people would be like ganging up, you know, like.
God, honestly, like if I knew that, it'd have to be a Comeback Kid song.
Ooh.
Anything from Broadcasting.
So wait.
Like, she said, things would be different. Like that's a crowd pleaser, man. Like, you know that. Nerdy.
I've never wanted to be in a band with you more than
I mean, they're Nerdy, Poison the Well. Arguably one of their most notable.
But, okay, so Poison the Well, I still feel like is a pretty niche following.
I don't think so. I think they're still the head of their niche.
Okay.
But they're still recognizable enough in the community.
You were on the same bill with Cutthroats at that Iron Oak show. Nobody in that band, besides maybe Corey and Nancy, would have known.
Oh, everybody in that room would have known Nerdy. Not the Cutthroats, maybe not, because they're super young. But yeah, no. But again,
you think that everyone in that room would have known Poison the Well?
I think a majority of the people that were my age, our age,
Wayne, Rob, like that.
100% they would know that
so
song.
you got 5 people.
Yeah, I know, but everybody else was fucking under the age of drinking. So I don't know. Like, what the fuck, man?
Okay, but the Comeback Kid, that's a good.
Yeah, Comeback Kid is definitely one of those bands that's like everybody in the genre knows Comeback Kid.
But at the same time, this new generation doesn't, man.
No,
it's weird.
Let me think, man.
It's weird.
I don't want to say something stupid like Knock Loose or something stupid like that.
Absolutely, would never do a Knock Loose.
No.
But it's. Okay, the reason why I was asking this question is to see if there was a Slipknot, Hatebreed, Terror. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those top
Hatebreed Proven. Hatebreed Proven. It's
Okay.
It's the first song off Perseverance, and it hits hard. The breakdown is fucking tits.
And if you know kind of deal. Like yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a true hardcore metal fan, like and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but Hatebreed top dog, mainstream. Like they've literally like Ozfest. Hatebreed is that staple like of heavy music.
Yeah.
Like that's Hatebreed.
Dads, yeah.
Like there's no way you're in a band and like you've not ever, and maybe you never listened, but you've not heard of Hatebreed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fucking household name, man.
Absolutely.
And but Proven is like, I think it's new enough. I say new, it came out in 2000s, but like it's new enough to where I think I mean, obviously like Satisfaction of the Death of Desire is like one of the staples of hardcore music. But Proven's a really good song. It's got a terrific breakdown in it. It's simple, it's fast, it's to the point, and it blows my mind that he's only like 5'4".
He's got a great voice.
Dude, I've seen him play. I saw him play with Acacia Strain.
That would have been a nutty show.
Dude, it was after the Burial, Acacia
Nutty.
Strain,
Nutty.
God Forbid, and fucking Hatebreed. And man, you want to talk about a guy that knows how to be a fucking frontman? Jamie Josta is the GOAT of frontman. I mean,
He's definitely
he
with
knows how
Scott
to-
and fucking Me and Pete.
yeah, for sure.
1,000%.
He knows how to do it.
The Godfathers of fucking frontman hardcore vocalists.
Yeah, he's especially for aggressive music.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good term to say sometimes. Aggressive music, because I mean, like,
Like Mean Pete definitely, like, I feel like is.
oh yeah,
So is Scott. I mean, all those guys,
Yeah.
definitely aggressive, hardcore.
but they have the discography to prove it.
1,000%.
They have the discography to do it.
And
to prove
you know that's really cool is the hurdles that they went through before like social media was a fucking thing. You know what I
when
mean?
you actually had to tour to get your name out.
1,000%.
They earned it. They earned it.
Oh yeah,
hard
yeah.
too.
And it's really cool that they're still fucking grinding, dude.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of these bands are still grinding.
It's
really cool.
You know, it's so cool that where we live, where we can just see a member of Hatebreed casually shopping at Publix.
I know. You know what's even cooler?
that's so cool.
What's even cooler? One of our good buddies, Wayne. What's up, Wayne?
Hey.
Didn't go to his football drafting party or some shit like that at his house
He's like,
because
I want to go.
I was like, oh wow, what a cool fucking guy right here, man. You didn't go to fucking the guitar player's house. You
That's
must
so
be too
funny.
cool.
Hand me my last beer, and maybe we'll do the Jesus Peace song next week or something. I don't know. Did Ben text you back?
He did.
Oh, what's he doing? Had to say it offline or something. Bye.
Bye. He said he isn't feeling super well.
Oh, when you
He said he doesn't have.
tell his girlfriend to give him his phone back. I'll cut
Ben doesn't listen to our podcast.
I'll cut it. Yeah, that's true. He's too important. And you know what I like about Ben though is he doesn't like he's not like I'm too busy, I'm too cool. Like he's just in his own fucking world, dude. Like he's just hanging. I'm glad we made him come out though, because I do enjoy spending time with
The
him.
one thing I like about Ben is that we don't see each other for like 8 months or whatever, and then when we hang out, we hang out.
You
man.
pick up right where you left off.
There's
and
no
that's
pressure.
You know, that's how I feel about a lot of things. So we were talking. So this is Shai Hulud Be Winged. It's off of.
So this would be one of your top covers after Comeback.
Bro, just as a guitar player, it'd be so much fun to play.
Okay.
But
So I'm going to listen to this.
yeah. I don't
You
expect
being a
you to
guitar
like
player.
it.
No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like Shai Hulud.
Yeah.
We've listened to him on the podcast before.
What I love about Shai Hulud is like the first several albums were very, they were aggressive, but they were very melodic. But then when Misanthropy Pure came out, it was like a kick in the dick. Like it was brutal. Like it was just heavy. And then Reach Beyond the Sun is fucking, oh my God.
You know what we should
That's
do?
a classic.
I'm just thinking about it. So like it says 2008 Metal Blade record.
Yep.
We should do like label episodes and be like, we're gonna do all of Metal Blade bands from
Oh, yeah.
2008.
Well, Cannibal Corpse is on Metal Blade. We can do that.
You know, and I completely retract everything.
I was just gonna say like that's the only band that you would like on Metal Blade. Well, there's probably a couple more, but I don't know.
No, Metal Blade had they had a few that I would have listened to.
They've branched out since it's not just like
I said my Friends on Fire was on there, right?
I don't know,
I'm joking.
maybe.
There.
Anyway, here's Shai Hulud Be Winged.
The album artwork reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog.
It satisfies my ADD.
I can say that. It makes both of my ears listen.
With the wingspan to humble mankind. Slow suffocation beneath the clouds. This crusade for humanity nearly lost. Fumes of foul temperament sick in the air. And venom of beings of inborn aggression. If the wicked are never to rest, they will not be safe. So the hopeful drown in the hopeless. A glimpse of light in the midst of death. Side of romantic illusion always dies.
It's insane. It's so much, dude. I love it.
Only those who do not care.
That vocal does not stop.
They don't.
Of salvation lies in graveyards. When a soul full of sin been absorbed by the soulless. A glimpse of light in the midst of death.
Jesus Christ.
Romantic illusion always dies. You
So good, man.
are no exception. Suffer this small truth in laboring for human redemption. You are asking with the big glass. Lies to yourself with the king. Lies to yourself to pretend insanity. We all lie to ourselves when we feel the hopelessness of a grand tomorrow. Be weak, free from the mire of man. Be weak, leave the dead soil to the dying. Inherit the wind, sword from the coils that asphyxiate you. Be weak and climb high with the wingspan to humble mankind.
My wife, I lost her. She looked like me, but woman. How good is that song, though, man?
That was fantastic. Okay, so that's the kind of so like
It's a lot.
No, but-
it is a lot for sure.
no. So I made that comment about Black Dahlia murder. I'm like, it just wouldn't stop. That's
This has a little bit more melody to it, though.
no, but there's so much more there's other stuff, nuances that you can like hear that
Yeah.
it's not just like
Well, there's just
You know, like-
yeah, for sure. But what's crazy about Matt as the guitar player's name, and the dude is just a fucking like he has his style of guitar playing.
two guitar.
He just
Is there two? There's two.
I know they well, yes,
Because
but
I could totally see like a madman playing
Shai
with
Hulud.
one.
Shai Hulud is one of those bands that's like, whenever we have time, we'll get together. Like not so much in the earliest, but like nowadays, we're like, well, I mean, the guitar player, for fuck's sake, the vocalist of this band fucking plays guitar for Newfound Glory. You know, like it's in so many different bands.
You know what? You know what's even crazier to think about is how big Newfound Glory is.
Yeah, they're fucking giant. They're fucking huge. Dude.
Huge.
Yeah, and
I never looked at them like that, but they I'm all over the place. Newfound, if you guys didn't know, Newfound Glory is a big band.
My friend's over you. Anyway, but just, you know, and obviously, like, not the whole album is not that intense, but it's just, it's super fast. And what's cool, what I like about his riffs, though, is like, nothing is super complicated to play, but it's the placement and how he just adds those little things.
It's not
in there.
off time, but it almost seems like it's off.
It sounds like it is.
Yeah.
It sounds more complicated than it is. And but it's good because
It's like they built a house.
It's not
around-
easy. It's not easy.
It's like they built a house around the pool table. He's like, hey, I wrote all this. This is recorded.
Yep.
Figure the rest out. You know, like
Yeah, and that album is just full of just killer riffs.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a good band. Obviously, like, but I do like it because on the following album, Reach Beyond the Sun, which we played with Wayne, that one, it was like the most pretty two-step you've ever heard in your fucking life. Do you remember that?
okay, so I have dabbled with Shai Hulud before then.
Yeah.
But and I knew that was one of your staples. And that episode, I remember listening to him, and I'm like, like,
Yeah.
you can go, was it episode 9?
Yep.
You can go back and watch like my face. I'm like, Oh, like
Yeah,
like and
the
that-
chords are so pretty, and it's just
yeah. It's one of those things, and that's what I love about music is that when you hear something, and if you're truly open minded, like, and I'm not like we're humble. Like we're the most humble people you know.
I'm
but
not.
like if you're not. I am. I'm the nicest person you don't know. But if you're truly open-minded about music and you really want to just listen and enjoy something, don't listen to Black Dahlia. No. No, and you hear something and you just let it take you. Like you can watch my reaction in that. I was like, oh, like
It just clicked.
It just grabbed me.
It clicked,
And
yeah.
it is, and it's just so much fun. And I love fucking music. I love doing this.
Yeah,
This is so much fun.
Is good. I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to? I mean, we don't have to leave. I mean,
You got to let the dog out there.
yeah, I do. You just want to call it a day, and we'll go from there.
What?
Oh my God! Hold on. Just opening riff real quick. This is a really good song. Come on, Garrett. God damn it.
This wasn't the album, though.
Yes, it was.
Was it the album that on the Wayne's episode?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. This is literally the song.
Oh, okay.
Glad it meant that much to you. Right here.
There it is.
A deeper comprehension.
But the beauty of this is that they wrote this not writing a two-step. Like that is emotionally driven.
It's a song.
That's how they felt. This is a song, and that's what.
How about this? Next episode, I will be able to play on guitar that song. That'd be kind of cool, right?
Yes. And I'll mouth the drums like. I'll do it with my. Hold on. I'll do this. Hold on.
It sounds like the Slipknot backing track. Kegs and sticks.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool. Hey, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it right. Let's do the actual outro.
I like listening to the outro.
Yeah, I need to make it a button, but I don't. I don't mean a button. I have to piss so fucking bad.
The one thing I do like about
it's gonna
Ben, though,
explode out of my penis.
and we're gonna listen to this when we stop hitting record.
Okay. Oh, he sends you music.
He's like, "You want to hear a new Spite song?"
Yeah.
Like, yes, please.
Oh, the water's not helping my pee right now. I have to pee so bad.
The water?
Well, it's making me want to pee more, you know?
What you just said is one of the most
cheers.
insanely idiotic things
Cheers.
I have ever heard.
Fun. Good day.
At no point
Good day.
in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award
You don't have your
points,
try.
and may God have mercy on your soul.
If you don't have training, it ain't gonna work.
You want me to hit pause on the recording?
You know, it's just things are gonna happen.